Salute to everybody in the chat. What is going on? Welcome to another late night boxing talk, man. As I like to do it, late at night. Um, Anybody in the chat, let me know if you're having a hard time hearing me. For some reason, I'm having issues with my StreamYard. I don't know what's going on. I got to use my Bluetooth. Yeah, there you go. Losing my memory, I think. maybe I need to stay away from the internet for a little while. All right, so I sound good. All right. Let me give a quick shout out. A quick shout out to before I give the chat a shout out, let me shout out my hometown, the people that put me on, Queens, people in Broward County, all through Broward County, Lauderhill, Margate, Coconut Creek, and everybody through Broward County. Much love. Much love to everybody through the states, throughout the world. All the good people only. People that I like. Salute to you. We got Anderson Aldo that says, salute, recognize, salute to you. You got the real Brian Harkin. Salute, Matrix. If that's you, Brian, salute to you. We got my man, Gonzalo Lobito, who's out in the Philippines, out of Mexico. Sika Fury. I said Loma would dismantle Commey, and now Hearn will try his best to keep Kambosos away from him. You got a good point there. That might happen. We'll see. Salute to you. Salute. I don't know how to say your first name, man. I'm going to keep it real. I could, but I'm a little too tired right now. But salute to you, bro. Mind take a salute, bro. Come on, man. Viking Euro, we can hear you fine. Thank you, bro. Scalebender says you're good. Timothy Figueroa says salute, recognize. Oh, Sunrise, too. I forgot about Sunrise. Salute to them. Salute to Plantation. Like I said, man, the whole Broward County, all of Florida, from the east and the west. All right? How about that? And Game, what up? Recognize, shout out from Brooklyn. Salute to Brooklyn, bro, for sure. All right. So, pretty much we all know the deal. We all know what happened. We're all boxing fans here. We're all diehard boxing fans, so we watch all these fights when nobody else does. And, the fight went pretty much as I expected. Mostly everybody in this chat, anybody that's been following Lomachenko, who knows about Loma and Commey, knew that pretty much Loma's good enough to, pretty much win every single round. Personally, I thought he won every round, but maybe you can give Commey 1 or 2 rounds at best. 2 rounds at best, in my opinion. And that's stretching it, But, yeah, the right guy won. Loma, since the Teofimo fight, he looks rejuvenated, right? I thought that he missed out on this one little problem I had with Lomachenko was in the 7th round when he had, he pretty much had Commey going. He dropped him with a big shot. I thought he could have finished him. And he was posing a little bit, maybe feeling himself a little. And some people say, well, Commey's a nice guy. I get all that, man, but you don't want to fuck around with a good puncher. And I know Lomachenko is, a very skilled fighter where, there's a very small chance you catch him with a big shot and knock him out. I get all that. I still would have liked to see him finish him because if he would have, it would have been a little bit more impressive. And at the same time, um, there's no risk of getting caught with a big shot. But besides that, Lomachenko was pretty much what we've seen in most of his fights, right? He's either winning every round or just about every round against an opponent that lasts 12 rounds. He's putting them on the floor. He's hurting them multiple times. Or, he's making them quit or stopping them. The referee has to step in and stop the fight. And so where do we go from here as boxing fans and what's next at the lightweight division, right? What's next? Who's going to fight Kambosos? Basically, that's the hot topic when it comes to the lightweight division, right? We know that with this win, I think Loma, somebody could correct me if I'm wrong, becomes the number one mandatory for the WBO, or is in line to make himself the number one mandatory for the WBO and the IBF. Honestly, I really hate the sanctioning belts, so I don't follow it as closely as some other channels do, but I heard something to that effect. And so if it's true, which I have no reason to believe it's not, it'd be interesting I would expect Loma to invoke those mandatory status. And what happens next? Does Kambosos let those belts go, or he's given an extension and maybe fights somebody else? Is he, is he going to stick to his guns? Next fight has to be in Australia. It makes you wonder if that's the case. Who is Haney going to go over there? No, it really comes down to Haney and Lomachenko. It really comes down to them. And who is more likely willing to go out there, out to Australia? And I think, and I've been saying this before the Loma Commey fight on Saturday night, that if Loma wins, I think he's the one more likely willing to go over there. I think he's the one that's takes the offer, whatever the offer might be, of going to Australia and having to be the B side and the money and all that stuff. Just to regain the belts, I think he's the one that'll do it. Can Haney do it and maybe shock some people by taking whatever the offer might be and go to Australia? I don't think so, but I think that Eddie Hearn's going to try whatever he has to do to make that Haney Kambosos fight, so that way it doesn't go to Loma, a guy that has the type of talent that travels abroad and could beat somebody like Kambosos. And it's not that if Loma wins, he's going to make it hard to fight guys like Haney or whoever. I don't think that'll be the issue at all. I think it'll be the other way around. And I think that's what some are hoping for. And boxing fans, because I've seen it, man. I don't leave comments much on Twitter or on YouTube, but there's a lot of so-called boxing fans that are hoping, they'll talk shit about Lomachenko being overrated, but for some reason they don't want him to fight Kambosos, as if like they're saying, if that happens, we know who's going to win. In other words, they don't think Lomachenko is overrated. Anyway, that's my little rant before I drop the link for anybody who wants to jump on. Give me 1 second. Oops. Here we go. And what am I doing? There we go. So I'm dropping the link in the chat, man, for anybody who wants to jump on. That's the link. Hop on. Give me your opinion on this matter or anything that has to do with boxing, man. Sorry for the super late, stream. A little later than usual. I'll do it around midnight or 12:30. This one started even a little later than that. I had to take care of some stuff, and I was on L Dog's stream that just ended a little while ago. Shout out to L Dog. Salute official. What's going on, my bro? Good to hear from you, man. Yeah, Kambosos will probably be a tough fight for Loma. I like to join, but I'm all right. Understand, bro. No worries. Okay, I see I got somebody. My boy Gonzalo.
Yeah, what's up, Recognize?
What's up, my brother? Got Uncle Pete.
Let me connect my headphones because I'm also having problems with my headset. Wait.
Yeah, I've been having problems with before I didn't have to use my AirPods or whatever, right? And I could just hear you guys. You guys can hear me, but I hear you guys really low when I take it off. When I put it on, I hear you guys clearly. So what's up, Pete?
What up? What up? You sound like a
Good.
rambling. You ever seen well, there's a documentary about who played Godfather? Who played Vito in The Godfather? Uh, Marlon Brando.
Marlon Brando.
Yeah, he recorded himself a bunch of fucking like gibberish throughout his whole career. That's what you sound like in the first part of your show tonight. Shout out to Queens. Shout out to Sunrise.
all the,
All of
Shout
Broward
out
County.
to
I just want to say that.
all of Broward County.
Oakland. You missed
I kind
Oakland
of always
Park,
wanted to. Yeah, I miss Oakland Park, Deerfield, Davie,
Weston.
Hollywood,
Yeah,
Weston.
Hollywood. No
Man,
love for Hollywood. God damn it.
nah, I love
You should be
Plantation. Did I say
ashamed of you.
Plantation?
Yeah,
I
you
said
did.
Plantation.
Look, Gonzalo
Kyle
bumped off
City. How
now.
they say it? Kyle City. Kyle City.
Carroll City? We're talking about. Oh, how about Davie? Oh,
Yeah, man. Salute to Davie, man.
what do you, what do you what do you normally use? You use your headset like a wired
No,
like a
I will know. Okay, so when I use my AirPods, right? If I usually don't like to use it. I'll use the speaker, but
oh no,
I can't hear you guys.
normally when you're on the show and on this you just talking to the like speakerphone?
Yeah,
No shit. Look at you.
for
What
some
kind of
reason it
technology is
hasn't been
that?
it's that 5G, bro. My brain
Shit's
is
probably
roasting.
dirty. I'm serious. The
My
shit's
brain
probably dirty.
my brain is roasting since I got this 5G.
You're cooking like a fucking turkey. Nah.
So
Well,
what do you?
to what you were talking about, man, we got more
Well, I
skills
mean,
than Loma right now.
I don't know. Not in the lightweight. I mean, probably pound for pound. I mean, the only one skill wise that can match to him is like Usyk. Usyk,
Yeah,
maybe.
Usyk's a badass. I'll tell you what Comey did good though last night was you know what he did pretty good, man? Like when Loma tried to get outside of his, you know, play the foot game with him and try to like
Yeah,
circle around him, he did very good about dropping back a step and pivoting backwards and just throwing a like an uppercut.
yep. And the lead hook. He did it several times. I had a feeling he was going to do it, and I think at times it gave Loma little fits here and there. Not enough to win rounds, but still gave him some fits, man.
Yeah,
What do you thought about the seventh round when he dropped him, man, and he kind of like pointing
it's
at
tough.
I thought he was wasting time doing that, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just
No,
I just
I mean I
thought
thought
the
he.
knockouts.
It's kind of like when Joe. Remember when Roy Jones had Vinny Pazienza all fucked up, and he was telling his
Hmm.
corner. The difference is he didn't finish it like Roy did. That was brutal. Like if your corner's gonna
Right.
let you do it. But I mean,
Okay. You see
shit.
what? Go ahead.
Go ahead. There you go.
No. Okay. So I was gonna say, well, at least with Roy and Vinny, like Roy really did damage to him
Yeah, he iced
and
him. Got
kind
him
of
out of
had him
there.
on the verge. Yeah, he had him on the verge of getting him out. Where Loma, I thought he basically had him gone. You know what I'm saying? The way he
He
dropped
did.
him.
Oh no, he was hurt bad. Did you see his leg crumble behind him?
Yes,
Like
man.
he was just standing there, and when Loma was yelling at the corner, when the ref put him back, when the ref put him back into action, shit, Comey was just standing there, and like his rear leg just collapsed.
Yeah, dude, he
He was
fell the
fucked.
way you would expect a building would fall when you just sneak out the bottom part. That's exactly how he felt.
Yeah, I mean, all he was doing was standing there. He just took a step to the side, and then his rear foot just bent, and then his knee hit the canvas. Yeah, I mean, he did. He fell down, didn't he? Like he fucking fell.
Fell
I
straight
have to
on
go
his
back and
back.
watch it. I think he just collapsed.
Ucho, you can't hear me? You serious? Chat, let me know if you guys can hear me, man. That's what Bucho is saying.
I'm listening through StreamYard, so yeah, I can hear you, but we just probably trolling your ass. Get
Yeah,
on here,
but
Bucho,
yeah, get on here, Bucho.
the creator.
He was collapsing like that. Oh, something like that. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah.
I
The
hear what
the
you're
the,
saying. He
the
had him
fight
hurt very
itself,
very bad.
yeah, the fight itself was just a one-sided display, which is fine. It's a very skilled fighter shutting down a pretty good fighter. It's what you would expect, I think.
Yeah, I mean, he's the best fucking. He listen. Even I know this just sounds stupid, but even after the TO loss, like right after the TO loss, I thought he was the best at lightweight. I don't know. That
Me
sounds
too.
stupid, but
Yeah,
I can't judge it on what I just saw. I kind of got to judge it on if they fought tomorrow. You know, like who do you got if all these lightweights fought tomorrow in a tournament quickly? No weight issues. I know he lost. Again, I think he lost to Tio. I mean, I saw him lose, but I'm not like sitting here saying it was a draw or any of that. I'm saying he lost, but even after that, even after he lost, if they fought the next day, I would have bet Loma. I don't know, man.
me too.
These guys aren't
Absolutely.
bringing any skill. These guys aren't bringing that level of skill, man. That's the different. That's some different shit. His footwork. He's taken less time to get his distance too. Now you notice that he's not fucking around so much anymore. Like he's not
Yep.
giving it 4 rounds like he used to. And now it's like you see him at the end of the second round. Like what the
Dude,
fuck?
I like the way he's fighting on the inside, man. How he makes it like really rough and he's throwing that little L shaped fucking hook. It's like a short hook. Like
Yeah.
cranking that shit into your face. And he's like throwing you off of him. He's like, "You want to wrestle, motherfucker? I'll wrestle you." I like all
Yeah,
that.
you might as well, right? Because I mean, they're going to try to tie him up, and they're going to try to clinch him. He knows they're going to try to clinch him when he gets close. I mean, no one wants to deal with that shit. And so, yeah, why
Say
not?
what's up.
Oh, go ahead, boys.
Say what's up to Durden and
What up?
Cam- and Camaho. I don't know who that is, but
Yo, recognize. Not
oh, I
only
know.
is
Why do you
Amir
call yourself
Khan,
that?
I know who this
not
is.
only
That's
is Amir
Camacho.
Khan. Now, well, this is how I got baptized. JFL baptized me as Kamaho for being a casual. But dude, I gotta say this, man. Not only is Amir Khan versus Kell Brook miraculously not a giant flop, it's tracking to be one of the biggest fights in like British history. What the fuck?
The Brits
What
are
the
brainwashed,
fuck?
man.
Dude,
They're brainwashed.
boxing fans, bro, we're willing to pay for overpriced bullshit. Overcooked fucking fish, dude. This shit could have been cool in like 2014, but this is pathetic, man. This just confirms my hypothesis that we're gonna get fucking Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence at 38 years old. Mark my words,
It's
bro.
gonna happen.
You're probably right.
It's gonna happen.
And it's gonna
I
cost
believe it
$80.
happens. 100. Don't be surprised.
They should not do that fight if it after a while. Like after a certain point in time, they should just. I'd rather not see it. Pacquiao and
Well, you can
Mayweather
make the
was such a
fight,
fucking
but just
piece of shit.
you can make the fight. Just don't make it a huge event. Look at, like you said, Pacquiao Mayweather. That was a disappointing fight, right? Like it wasn't what most people thought it was going to be. Just two older guys past their best, man.
It sucked. I suspect they'll make that Spence and Crawford fight sooner than later.
Yeah, what do you think of Usyk versus Canelo, man? Cruiserweight.
Oh man, can't wait.
I wish.
Bro, can't wait till Canelo versus Tyson Fury, bro. Can't wait till he makes history.
I have a prediction about that fight. I think I might share it on my channel.
What fight?
I
think
I have
Usyk
a
said he
vision.
would fight him.
Canelo versus Usyk or Canelo versus Tyson Fury. I have a feeling I know exactly what's going to happen. If that fight happens. If it happens.
Recognize you better not talk shit, bro. It's that power. It's that Mexican power, bro.
I know it
heavyweight.
Ginger.
I'm telling you. I know it is. I know that's exactly
bro,
what it is.
Tyson Fury's going to be so scared. He's not going to throw one punch because he's so scared of that power, bro. It's that Mexican, it's that ginger power. All right? All right, stop hating. Stop hating, please.
I know. I've accepted who Canelo is. He's the best.
They canceled that. They canceled that. Akeem Jamunda. They canceled that cruiserweight fight.
Akeem, who the hell is that?
From Coming to America. Remember Akeem? Remember Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
They canceled that shit, or that's on. That cruiserweight fight.
Yeah, dude, that fight announcement reminded me how much Black Americans hate Africans. Because ever since that fight got announced, they're like, "Hey, who's Canelo fighting? He's fighting Hakuna Matata." And I'm like, God damn, like, you guys allowed to be this racist? I mean, I guess you guys are black. They really are hating on this poor guy, man. I heard he was a good cruiserweight though.
When they open up the dressing room, it's going to have a yellow caution tape, and they're going to have a bunch of flies in there. You boys from Africa. Little insect problem. You boys from Africa are used to that.
He's not a good cruiserweight. He's
not
probably
the
worst
cruiserweight.
He's the worst cruiserweight in that division.
You don't think he's better than Okoli?
No.
Okoli.
That's probably the weakest division, so it's not saying much.
Is that fight still on or not?
Usyk was there, man.
I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
the fight. I think that forgive me for not knowing the guy's name. He's got
Jeffrey.
a mandatory.
Jeffrey Jamunda.
Yeah, Jeffrey.
You gotta come down the walkway with a lion with a big lion head around his shoulder and shit.
He's got to fight Joseph Kony.
Coney. Well, anyway, it's down to 190 now. That changes things, doesn't it? I don't know. I can't keep up with these fucking idiots.
Yeah. I think that if the kid has been fighting, okay, here's the thing. So he's been used to making 200, right? And so you're talking about a guy in his 30s. He has to drop an extra 10 more pounds. I could see if it was 195 that, okay, then, maybe the kid comes in as strong. But the thing is he going to freeze up like every fucking Canelo opponent? Is he going to freeze, You know what I'm saying?
He's going to get back straight up. He's going to get back straight up. You're going to see Canelo like a little red-haired dwarf walk straight forward on him. Straight forward.
They're paying him to dive, so what's the point?
Hey. We
I'm
have
just
no
saying.
proof.
Hey,
of
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa,
just
whoa,
saying.
whoa. He's scared
Watch
of the
it.
ginger power, bro. Hey,
I'm,
we gotta stay in line,
yeah.
bro.
Hey,
Hey,
We gotta
let's
man.
stay
not
on code.
disrespect
Rare
the
Breed,
Mexicans like that, man.
Rare Breed, we gotta stay on code, bro. We gotta stay on code.
Dern's gonna leave again.
We're gonna leave.
Hey, man. You know me. I'm gonna speak my mind.
It's the redhead strength, man. Nobody knows
Well,
about that.
at least you
Ginger
don't
Hey,
talk
power.
over people like
recognize.
Get the Smoke.
Recognize
What's
what
up,
happened to
Jose?
your boy, bro. Golovkin died. His payday went away.
Damn,
Payday.
man. I feel like somebody's fucking with my boy, man. That's what I feel like this is a conspiracy to get him out of boxing. That's what I think.
Like that was like the best fight, bro. It's like the easiest
The
fight for
best
the
fight
most
he
amount
could
of
make.
money.
Yeah, for him. Yep, it's the best fight to make. I don't know, man. I don't know what's gonna happen. Are they going to schedule the fight? I mean, the fight's big in Japan. That's where the fight's big at. But with this Optimus Prime, what is it called again? The new shit?
The Optimus Prime version, bro.
Yeah, there you go. The Optimus Prime. Yeah. It's gonna get these Japanese people scared. I guess they're gonna close down the country, right? Whatever.
Hey,
It
you
is what
do
it is,
sound a
man.
little low though. You recognize? I don't know what the
I do. You know what it is? I'm telling you, man. If I take these AirPods off, and then I'm gonna hear you guys extremely low. I'm gonna try something. Ready? I'm gonna take it off. You guys let me know how you hear me. Yo.
Okay, you
Oh,
sound
you
way
sound
better.
way better, bro.
Okay, I sound way better, but you guys sound super low. I'm gonna try it this way. I'm just gonna keep the phone like right in my face.
Oh, I get the
Oh,
dilemma.
oh shit. Oh shit. The close action going on.
Oh,
Recognize. I just don't understand.
Lopito's
I
here.
just don't understand how people like talking about the lightweight division, bro. Fights are never gonna happen. Just like who?
Exactly,
You don't think
bro.
so?
None of those motherfuckers are gonna fight each other, bro. None of them. The lightweight division is just like a bitchier, more prima donna welterweight division. Fucking
What's the
shit.
fight you really want to see at lightweight?
Loma versus Tank.
Loma versus Haney.
Yeah, I'd rather fight
So
Tank.
everything has to do with Loma.
Yep.
You know what? Fuck Tank.
Yeah, he's the most exciting fighter. And I think Loma's a tank.
Him and
You know
Tank are
what?
the most exciting.
He's not that exciting. You know why? Tank is not that exciting. If you go back, I was watching when he was warming up for the fight, and his trainer was holding the pads. You know, he was working them pads. He was throwing 1,000 punches, slipping. But when he got into the ring, go back and watch before when he's warming up. He threw like 1,000 punches to the mitts. And I know it's not the same as fighting, but when he got inside that ring, he didn't throw any punches at all. He froze. Why? Why in the pads you're looking like $1,000,000? But what I'm saying, you're releasing your hands, land combos, because for all intents and purposes, if that's the way you're warming up, that's kind of the way you want to fight when you're inside the ring. Now I know that's just the pads, but my point is that the releasing of the hands when he was warming up inside the squared circle, he didn't display that at all. He froze.
Gonzalo, Gervonta Tank Davis's power is the biggest conundrum, the biggest question in boxing history. He knocks out a featherweight midget. Okay, we don't know what the fuck does that mean. And then he knocks out a 140 pounder, and you're like, oh shit, maybe he has some pop, maybe he has pound for pound power. And then he
You're right,
can't knock
Jose.
out a fucking lightweight. And so what the fuck? What is his power, bro? What is it? I don't get it. What is it? Is it good? Is it bad?
But you know what? This is the difference between, okay, he's heavy-handed, between a fighter like him and Loma. You know, but he's advanced Loma. When Loma is shifting his legs, by the time he punches you, the the punches are blindsiding you. You're not seeing them. So that's scary. When Loma hits you, then when you want to step to him, he's not there. You're pretty much stepping into the abyss because you don't know where he's at. You know how they say Pacquiao is like he had like a double, like or like an octopus. He had Loma's kind of the same way, but the difference, I wanted to correlate it with something. He's got the pop, but he's got the speed and he can, because he blindside you. But Tank, look what he's doing. He's sticking out his hand like a flagpole. He's indicating to the opponent that he's getting ready to throw a punch. How do people not see that? Even at the elite level, you cannot land a punch like that because he's sticking his hand out. Basically, like a tether ball. You hold the tether ball with one hand. What are you basically doing? You're punching to your other hand. And this is what I know. Yes, you want to stick your hand out as a marker because you want to punch to your hand, basically where the opponent's head is at, right? But this is what Tank is doing. He's sticking the hand out, thinking he was gonna catch Isaac Cruz that easily. No, when you want to hit somebody, do it like maybe not like a Loma because that style is different, but try to surprise your opponent. Don't stick your hand like I'm a sucker, like you're trying to line me up and think you're gonna do it with one shot, right?
Yeah. I think
Exactly.
Loma was just trying to catch. Tank was just trying to catch Isaac Cruz in the same way that he caught Leo Santa Cruz, where he was just trying to like be economic with his punches, and then because Cruz throws a lot, just like Santa Cruz throws a lot. So he was thinking like Cruz is gonna keep throwing, and then I'm gonna catch him right in between, where I'm gonna slip, one of his jabs or like his, 1-2, and then catch him like right in between, like with the uppercut. But then Cruz was like very smart. Like as soon as
Yeah,
he knew the
he was
uppercut was coming, he slipped a little bit, or like he pivoted a little bit, and he was just never like right there. So and
he was very astute because he kept
yeah,
it calm when he needed to. He held his ground. But when
yeah,
Gervonta's sticking the hand out, trying to line me up, he didn't react right there in real time. He reacted when he needed to. So he kept his guard. He kept it tight. He hit his hands high. He kept it still. But like the India dude in the street, and no, Mike Tyson's punch out, the guy that disappears from your face. When he needed to disappear, he started moving the waist from side to side. But when he realized that Gervonta was getting ready to punch, not before, not after, right when he needed to move, Pitbull Cruz moved, right?
yeah, yeah. That's something that I noticed. Like he was like really, really like subtle with his movement, but like he moved right when Tank started throwing that uppercut. And I think one thing also was like he really trusted his chin. So he was like, if he does catch me, I can take one uppercut. I'm not like Leo Santa Cruz, like I'm not gonna be caught way off guard. So I was impressed by the way that the Cruz did that. Like that was a little bit high level.
Well, yeah. The problem with that fight, the Mayweather, what they knew, dude, they understood that okay, Cruz is a good fighter, but he's they refer to him like the Mexican Mike Tyson. Funny because they say that about Tank Davis too, but still, Tank Davis was way bigger than Cruz, and when he's sitting there with Mayweather, so to speak, just I'm playing it out in my mind. When they're taking these fights, they know they can win because they're smart. Pitbull Cruz
Matchmaking.
is not a big guy. He's way smaller than Tank Davis.
Right.
Y'all, I don't know why we keep talking about these lightweights, bro. Let's talk about the fight everyone's dying to see. Kell Brook versus Amir Khan, man.
Oh, come on.
8 years in the making, bro. Sold out. It's sold
Bro,
out.
they sold
Holy.
that shit faster than fucking Joshua sold the stadium, man.
It's the fight that people more than freaking Josh Taylor, more than Sean Porter, Terrence Crawford, dude. Amir Khan, Kell
Well,
Brook.
thank God I'm not a Brit, dude. No,
We're
And
dying
that's
to
what
hear
Marinated
about it.
the crap out of that fight.
they're
Yeah.
they're Brits, but they come from Arab this lineage. They come from Arab heritage. So they're big players. They have a lot of money. The Arabs.
Yeah, it's like the British fans, I don't know, like whoever, like maybe mixed or whatever, but they really spend their money because like it's not like in the States where it's like a football going on or like everybody's got their own sport or every event. They just like really invest in boxing. So when there's a big event, they really all go to see that shit.
Good morning,
That's true.
everybody.
Recognize
What's up,
that
Michael Pope?
something. Who do you want to
Morning,
see in the
bro.
lightweights?
Morning. It's 7 in the morning here.
God damn.
Hey, what's up, Michael?
I got to get my.
The fight I want to see in the lightweights, Durden. It's Kambosos versus Teofimo. Not Teofimo. With Lomachenko. You know why? Guess what? Because they're not American, and these divas, get the cards out of their hands.
Oh,
They don't give
yeah.
shit.
There you go. That's a good
And
point,
once it goes
Gonzalo.
to Australia, then the United States, the America, the number one most powerful country in the world, realize that they're gonna sell a lot. Like Costa son, they're gonna be fucking they're gonna be feeling crunchy. Like fucking the Pharisees, you know, because they're at the end of the day they don't have any cards in their hands.
Hey guys, I have a quick question because I got to get going soon.
What's up,
I
Paul?
was on a live yesterday with Mad Chad, and somebody sent me their email address, and I said, "Sure, go ahead. I'll get in contact with you." But how exactly did he do it? I'm not tech savvy, so I don't know where he put it or would send it.
Your email. Oh, wait a second. Did
he doesn't know my email, so I was on.
Oh, he sent it to you in
He
backstage.
sent me his information. I don't
He would
know
have sent it to you in the private chat, lad. Probably the private chat,
yeah.
bro.
Oh,
but nowadays everything's connected.
Right.
We got these hackers that know our information. If you log into the boxing community, watch out.
We're really having boomer tech support right now.
No shit.
I discovered YouTube.
How do you guys hear
I'm
me?
behind, dude.
How do you guys hear me
There's
right
a
now?
mole.
Sounds good.
Yeah, you sound all good, lad.
Okay. Sorry, man. I know it's annoying. Somebody asking, how do I sound? How do I sound?
No,
You guys sound good.
Have high roofs in your house because it's very,
Gonzalo, you're a little low, but everybody sounds.
Yeah, I am low. Huh? Let me take my TRT. I'll be back.
But I do agree with
Gonzalo pretty good.
I didn't mean
I
for
do
you to go
agree
away.
with Gonzalo. The Kambosos and Lomachenko fight is probably the most exciting fight.
The thing is that like Kambosos legit has like almost 70-80% chance of losing the Lomachenko fight. So with Haney, it's like he has like at least 55-60%. No, like maybe like 45 50. Yeah.
50.
So it's like,
well, Kambosos is gonna host in his homeland, so he's gonna get a huge payday either way.
You know who his homecoming fight?
I think he'd be underdog in both fights. So I think Haney and Loma will both be the favorite over him.
Kambosos wants a homecoming fight before he gets a big fight. I think his homecoming fight should be Ryan, bro. Get a rusty Ryan.
Outlaw, do you think that they can sell out the
Give him another
stadium in Australia?
Ryan.
With a big opponent for sure, with a Lomachenko or a Haney or Tank, someone like that, 100%. Ryan.
You think they'd be able
Give
to
him a Luke Campbell? Give him Luke Campbell.
With who? Haney? Yeah. I think
nightmares.
So that's I would want to see, bro. Like I want to see like he's the undisputed, arguably. So it's like why not? Like he wants a home fight. Let him have a home fight.
Yeah.
I think
he said he wants the home fight. He said he wants the home fight to be against the top guy. So hopefully he lives up to that.
Because if Loma goes in there and then takes the belts right away, it's just like not that fun. Because then everybody's gonna say, "Oh yeah, Kambosos was a one-hit wonder." You know what I mean? Like with Haney, it's like he has more chances of winning, and then he gets that fight, and then he fights Loma. I think that would be bigger.
I know it would be, but Loma's on borrowed time. At least I think he is. He looks great, but
how old is Loma?
Who's gonna do the best?
34, I think.
They're not all the same. The one of the young guys that stays the more focused, they're gonna make it. Because we saw with Theo, personality-wise, he's not doing well. He was not mentally prepared. Look at Ryan. That dude, he got more tattoos, right? The reason that I'm saying that because the dude thinks he's a living legend already, right? He's like,
could I ask you guys something? Out of these 4 guys that they said that they're trying to push, they did that. These federations, these belt people. Who has the mentality, that strong heart? None of them. They're all weak and break.
I think. I think
Haney doesn't seem to have it.
How do you say that?
Lomachenko seems and Lopez, man. Even if his father goes, I feel for the kid because I think certain damage has been done in his youth. He might come back, but never be the same.
I mean,
at
he
best,
was gone.
At best, in the future, he's probably like a Terry Norris, because the dude
Yeah,
just got
maybe.
dropped in his debut. He went down
Yep.
2 times in sparring, and they say, "Oh, well, Gonzalo, why are you talking about sparring?" The reason that I mentioned that because sparring is not the real thing. But when you're talking about you have headgear and bigger gloves, and you're getting dropped, and your father's got to pull you out of the ring, that kind of plays into what I'm saying. Yeah, you're getting knocked out with bigger gloves.
Is LRB on
That
this
is
panel?
evidence to the.
Maybe
That's
his
what I'm saying.
father
He
mixed
got
the
dropped.
vodka with the water. And he got fucked up.
Tio Senior is gonna have to go back to selling me coke at the club, bro, to fund his son's next
Exactly.
training camp.
Come on, bro. Come on,
He
bro.
smokes all his shit up.
I gotta fund
Hey,
my
look-
son's next training camp.
He
We're getting
looks like he
Justin.
was at a strip joint, dude, doing all sorts of shady shit.
Every time you try to cop from his dad, he's high as shit and he don't have the shit. And he's high.
This is Teofimo's
good.
dad, right? This
Come
is
on,
Teofimo's
bro.
dad. Come on, you bitch. Come on. Then you hit him. Security, go get this guy. Go get
Knock
this
Yo,
this
guy.
guy
Tio,
out already.
And then at
Tio
night
needs
he
to
makes
cut
him
it,
tuck
man.
him in.
Tio needs to cut away from his father, otherwise his career is never going up, man.
Too much
He's not
loyalty.
gonna cut away from him. But he could bring somebody in, a fucking trainer, man. His dad's like one of his buddies, man. Like a
Yeah.
you ever have like a cousin that used to hang out and
Unfortunately, he
just
needs
do
to.
nothing but raise hell, like just
Yep.
get drunk and slap
But
people and
Yo,
Is
That
that-
Tio
kind
is
of
a
happens.
fucking.
is that Pete?
Real quick, that kind of happens with guys that have a son that is pretty close in age. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say
Yeah.
18 years, 10, 20 years. They become, once they become like a man, it's like your little brother.
But it's
Don't they
like,
still?
Hmm.
Don't
but it's
they?
like, it's
Weren't
a
there
bit
rumors
weird,
of
man.
them sleeping in the same bed together?
They live in the same
Hey.
house. They live in the same house. It's like
Yeah.
it's a bit weird. It's like, why are you living with your 20-year-old son that's like about to be a superstar? He probably wants to bring bitches home. Like, what the fuck?
But
And
that's
why
not
is
really
he
that
spending
weird. Look,
millions if you don't know where your next paycheck, man? You see so many boxers go down a bad road. Loma didn't care about how much he got the other day. It was a small little event. But then if he rematched Lopez, they would have made a shit ton of money.
no,
So-
they care. They care about the
You
money.
got to spend economically if you don't know where your next paycheck is coming.
I think people look into Tio's personal life too much. He's just a hype job who got exposed. I think that's all that really happened. So until he redeems himself, I think people should just forget about him.
I will say
He
this
was
about
highly
Tio.
motivated, and I think even if he loses his father, I think
Yeah.
a lot of damage might be there. He might.
I think he's just an overhyped fighter who just got shut up. And I think people should just forget about him until he
I
redeems
think he's
himself.
more of a weight bully. He's more of a weight bully.
He is a weight bully.
But at
He
the
is.
same
I'm not
at the
lying,
same
man.
time,
He
is
came
at
in
the
at
same time,
150.
guys. At the same time, he fought a
Go ahead,
good fight
Gonzalo.
too. He fought a pretty decent fight. Yeah, he got fucked up. You win some, you lose some. But he dropped the other guy too. And listen, I'm with you guys. Yeah.
You know what I see in Teofimo?
Yeah.
Okay, here's a guy
Puerto
who's
Rican.
crazy.
Honduran.
He's very athletic, right?
Puerto Rican.
He's very elusive. He's got good instincts. He's got fast twitch muscles. Sometimes those guys forget to box.
Exactly.
If you
He's got no
understand what I'm saying,
skills,
they
bro.
forget to box.
He's not
yeah.
mentally strong.
Bro,
That's
it's
my
it's
point.
not that. It's just he's all athleticism. He's got no fundamentals, bro. The kid can't
No
box. His
fundamentals.
skills,
Exactly.
skills
Yep.
are trash, bro.
He
He
don't
got exposed
listen.
to
I'd
that
rather
fight.
have
He's a hype job.
I'd rather have Devin Haney skills.
Exactly.
Which is kind of like
100%.
basic. It's just basic, but it's fundamental boxing.
100%.
Fast twitch muscles and just I could do crazy punches and not box though, but not box for like the whole round.
I don't think he
recognize that's it. That's he's pretty badass, Devin Haney. But he lacks other things that he does not bring to the table.
He lacks the
that
power.
are
Yeah,
kinda
he
concerning.
lacks the power.
And let me tell you what that is real quick, and you know it. You guys know. If that dude gets hurt, first, he doesn't have a great chin. But what are you gonna do? Let's say you can pick your ass off the canvas. How are you gonna keep the other fighter from going
That's
for the
the pros
kill?
and cons. Yeah, that's a good point, Gonzalo. That's the pros and cons about Devin Haney. Like, okay, Devin Haney has, from what I can see, better boxing fundamentals in terms of I'm talking about implying them, right? Where they both got boxing fundamentals, but one guy doesn't rely on it, which is Teofimo, and we saw him get outworked against a guy like Kambosos. right? A fast
And,
fighter, a guy who throws a lot of punches.
and
But
at
at the
least,
same
look, this is what
time,
I'm saying. If you're Teofimo Lopez and you get dropped and you get hurt and you're a wounded animal, you
Yep.
can get up and throw one shot, an isolated punch, and all caution to the wind, and you could probably knock out your opponent.
that's
Because
true.
when you're hurt, it's like your eyes, they focus on the threat, and whatever you're seeing, you're seeing it like really big because you're tuned in. And if you can punch hard like Teofimo, you can scrape yourself off the canvas and throw like a lead left hook, or what is he, a right-hander? Yeah, lead left hook or a straight right. With the speed he have, he could probably get out of the danger. But if you're skilled, yes, like Haney, but you get dropped and a power puncher comes after you, how are you gonna keep him off you?
That's true. Haney
Hey,
got to
listen,
get
I
out
got
of this. He's got to get out
guys.
of
I
this
have to go.
category
I
right
just
here.
want one last question because I have to get my
Go ahead,
kid
Paul.
up. Frank, you've been in the gym. You know all about this. I heard Calzaghe many years ago and his father say, "You don't have to do full-on hard sparring to get ready for a fight," and a lot of these fighters
That's
do.
true.
And then there's leaked stuff, and I don't know if it's real. They leak it on purpose or not. But why would you have somebody leak? Oh, I beat the crap out of him. Do you really need full-on sparring?
I mean, listen, it's honestly, in my opinion, it's not needed. What you need to do is just get in that ring,
Right.
have a mixture of like light sparring, and what we used to call go live, like let's say just for one round, right?
Yeah.
So me and you are sparring, we're taking
Yep.
it easy, and then somebody would say go live in this round, meaning you guys, try to
Right.
work each other. Do a
Yep.
mixture. You could do like a mixture. Let's say you're doing 3 rounds of sparring with a dude, whatever it is.
What
Throw one
happens
in
if
there.
Charlie Zelenoff shows up?
Knock his ass out. Be a legend.
That dude fucking made me laugh. Listen, guys, I'm sorry.
One thing,
one thing, I gotta go.
One thing I have to say,
All right, Paul.
Guys, take care. All right.
sorry.
See you, Mike.
I'll see you
See you,
around.
bro. Lad.
Peace, yo.
You have to love what you do. If you go to the gym thinking it's like it's your job, yes, it's your job. But if you think of it more as like this is my passion, I love it. You will go in there and you will spar and you will burn the midnight oil when you need to, so to speak, and you will learn and you will develop. And sometimes you will go hard, not because like you're a puppet, nobody's controlling you, or there's no real like yes or no answer. But if you're in there, then you want to step on the gas pedal sometimes because you're feeding your knowledge because you like it. That's where you learn.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's what
man. I feel like shadow boxing is underutilized. Don't you guys think?
Yep.
Shadow boxing is good.
That's my
to just
favorite
keep the
workout,
blood
man.
flowing.
Do it right now, Camacho.
I'm doing it right now.
All right. I got you.
Camacho,
Turn your
right
camera
now-
on. Turn your camera on.
Camacho got
Good
a
idea.
Elijah One jersey and a toilet brush.
Camacho, I'm doing it right now.
Oh,
Shadow
yeah,
box
yeah.
him with the
Oh, do the Ryan. 100 fists a second, bro.
Show your hands. Show your hands.
Who's that?
What's
Hey,
good
wait,
is
Jordan, who's-
shadow boxing with the 1 kilo weights and that. That's good as well. The shadow boxing those 1-2 kilo weights.
Oh yeah.
I'll just get drunk and get in the club bathroom and start shadow boxing, and you think you're fast as fuck.
No, just go to the club, get drunk, start fighting niggas. Just random guys. Just big fights.
Like
How many of you guys? How many of you guys?
You have
How many of you guys work out? How many of you guys like work out? Like
I
say-
just did
started
100
working
push-ups. I just did 100 push-ups.
I know. Like fucking outlaw. He lives in the fucking gym, so he definitely. What the weights take like 10-pound weights, maybe even less than that. Maybe I don't know if you have something less than that, like let's say 5 pounds. I take 10-pound weights, and I'll jog and throw punches back and forth. Like I'll
really?
let's say yeah, just throwing punches 1 2 1 2
God
1
damn.
2, and then
You're
do it
a big dude.
backwards.
Recognize
Yeah,
you're a big dude. How tall are you?
I'm like 6'2".
God damn.
But do it
Yeah.
backwards. Do it frontwards and backwards. Frontwards and backwards. Frontwards and backwards. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe you can add something. You could go lateral if you want to. You know what I'm saying? And just
So
throw
what are you saying?
1,
Like
2.
5 pound weights each hand?
I do it
say?
with 10. Yeah, I do it
All
with
right.
10 pounds. Right?
Recognize beasted.
But I
That's
do
what I'm
it.
saying. I only do 5 pounds. 5 pounds is my weight limit. Like that's
Recognize
I can't
beasted.
shadow box more than fucking 5 pounds. The fuck.
I
Recognize.
had those
I
plans.
do it at your own.
I
Here's
wanted
the
to
thing.
work
Do it
out.
at your own. Do it at your own pace. The reason why I say that because like the mentality was I want like I want that blood flow and I want that that movement. So in case if I got into a fucking fight, I'm not gonna be stiff. I'm just gonna be
Nah, it's
boom.
true.
I'm just gonna be letting those hands go like,
Yeah.
without even thinking
Yeah,
about
bro.
it.
Because when you shadow box after, like, say if you take the weights off and then you hit the bag with your gloves or even shadow box, you feel so looser because you haven't got them
Yes.
weights anymore. Yeah,
Exactly, bro.
you feel so
It
quick.
feels that's the best when you've been shadow boxing with the weights and then like you gotta
Yep.
actually punch. You're like you don't feel anything. You're just like way faster, like way later.
Yeah,
Feels like you took
I set
something
up
off
my
your shoulders.
gym. I set up a gym here in the Philippines, but what would happen here in the Philippines, the bathrooms, like they call them comfort rooms, they're always wet. There's water on the tiles. I slipped and busted my back. And
Oh,
that was
shit.
it.
Yeah.
Gonzalo,
Can you tell
Careful.
Manny Pacquiao to fix that shit?
I need to go talk to the healers, man. Somebody needs to grab my
That's
legs,
stupid.
and somebody needs to grab my
Comfort
Gonzalo,
arms.
room.
just send MP Promotions the bill.
Well,
Pac-Man.
somebody needs to grab my legs, and somebody needs to grab my arms and pull me in opposite directions.
Oh,
Like,
you know what? Your
yeah,
back
Pete,
is in a
you hold my
knot,
arms.
right?
Recognize you hold my legs.
You busted your ass. We get it.
Yo, you know what that?
Broke
Yeah,
up
you
for my. Yep.
your
I
back
need to
is
align my
tight. I
spine.
know what you mean. Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
I
hey,
broke
you
my
guys.
back.
Hey, you guys
Spinal.
heard the new?
I fallen
You guys
and I
heard?
can't get up. Remember Urkel?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
I remember DMX song, I'm falling and I can't get up. Sorry.
heard of the news about what?
Rare breed. Go
uh,
ahead, Rare breed. What you
yeah.
gonna say?
So you know how what's his name? Abrakamov lost. I can't even say his
Who?
name.
Yeah,
The
I just
dude.
watched it. But with a bunch of
Who the
vowels in his
fuck's
name.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was the number one mandatory for Earl Spence. So because he lost, the second mandatory was Sean Porter, and we all know he's retired. So third place was Boots.
What?
So now,
Ooh.
yeah, yeah,
Oh my God! Really?
Now
yeah, yeah,
here's something
yeah.
that I
So,
gotta ask Rare breed. Who would you root for in that situation?
oh, that's easy. I'm going for
No, he
Who?
likes
Boots.
tennis. I think he likes
Oh,
boots.
you want Boots? Okay, okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
knew. Reverend,
Yeah,
you said Boots.
yep.
Yeah, I've heard
Uh,
him talk about boots on
God
here
damn!
before.
Does
Yeah.
that? But doesn't that spoil the Spence Crawford fight?
Well, so Earl's like in the cornered, like so either he takes the mandatory with Boots or
Oh, he's gotta dump
Crawford,
the belt.
yeah, or you can go past the mandatory as long as you're unifying, right? So with Crawford,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
yeah, and
So,
then
so
also,
he could fight Crawford next if he wanted.
yeah, I think Virgil's also an option. So you gotta fight at least either way. It's a good fight for everybody. So I'm looking forward to it.
God
You
damn! I hope Errol fights fucking Crawford because I can't. I could just like with the air. I just feel like something is changing. Like people, I think it's gonna happen. Type shit.
Yeah, it's got to happen because there's no other options. Like Ugas has to fight Stanionis.
Because if Spence takes like let's say Boots and then Boots really puts it on him, let's
Yeah,
say because like like I no disrespect to Spence fans because he should win, but like if Boots puts it on him and
yeah,
he suffers more injury to the fucking retina, then we
yeah,
can't have the fucking Crawford fight because people are gonna say, well, Spence was already fucked up and that fucks my money up because I want to fucking bet on Bud.
And that means that these establishment welterweights have to fight the young guys. Like
and
Crawford can fight Virgil, Spence can fight Boots, and Ugas can fight Stanionis. That's
yeah,
interesting, man.
yeah. The Spence Ortiz fight will be huge in Texas. They're both from Texas, like at
Both
Dallas
from
Stadium.
Dallas, I think. Are they even
Yeah,
from the same area in Dallas? What's it, Oak Cliff? From the
I don't
same
know.
neighborhood? Is that
They're
true?
definitely
yeah.
from the
From El,
same gym.
El Jefe, bro. He knows both of them.
They're both from
Yeah.
the same gym. That's for
Aren't you
sure.
from Texas, Camacho?
Yeah, but they're more from the
Yeah.
From
north.
he's from
Yeah.
Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So they're
Oh,
up
you're
there from
from
the I think
Houston.
they're from the same neighborhood.
yeah.
You're from Jay Prince land.
Oh, so Charlo's your favorite fighter. Charlo's your favorite fighter, Camacho.
Of course,
Charlo.
man. Of course. I love those comments. Can't get enough of them.
No, but the thing is, like, I feel like it's a little bit too early for Boots and Ortiz. Like, I want to see them like towards the back end of like when everybody retires, and then like I want them to rule the division, and then they have a big fight. But like, I feel like right now it's too early because they're still just coming up.
I don't know, bro. I feel like the both of them are ready for him right now.
It
Either,
might be.
and it's a win-win situation. Let's say you lose. I mean, as long as you don't get like destroyed, but if it's competitive, like it can be like a Canelo Mayweather situation where, he was too young. Go ahead.
How old was Benavides when he became a champion? I'm talking about the old school Benavides. 17? The Radar? The what is his nickname? The Radar?
Yeah, 17. You're talking about Benitez? Yeah, 17. He beat
Benitez.
Wilfredo Benitez. Yeah, he beat Cervantes when he was 17. Yeah.
Benitez, yes. Sorry.
Yeah, he beat him in Colombia as well.
Yeah, he beat him in fucking Colombia, right? That's crazy, man.
Spence should at least get I know he doesn't like doing tune-ups, but he should at least do a tune-up before he tries to fight somebody. Like, that's a long time to be off.
Yeah, but he said I don't know.
He doesn't like doing it.
Yeah, he said he don't want to take the tune-ups, but I think he needs it too.
Yeah.
But that's interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. Going back to earlier point, I wanted to say something about like the going hard in sparring, like going 100%. I feel like in the heavyweight division for like certain fighters, like even at top level, it's kind of needed. It's like with heavyweight fights, I feel like when Emmanuel Trigger Hill was talking about like after the fucking Fury fight, where like he does situational training, where like if you fucking got hit really bad, what are you gonna do after? We train for you for those kind of situations in the gym. And I feel like a lot of these people don't have it. Like, for example, AJ, like if he had like certain kind of situational trainings where it's like you got hit really hard, now, we're going to teach you how to react after that. Or like you know what I mean? Like the certain things that Deontay Wilder does, like where he just like starts sucking in the air and then his eyes flare up and shit like that. I feel like if you had a hard sparring where you got dropped, now we can teach you what to do after you get dropped. You know what I mean? But like if you don't have hard sparring, it's like I don't think you could teach heavyweights those kinds of things. And I feel like that's something that trainers don't do that often. It's like where you do situational trainings where like certain things happen to you that's unforeseen. Now, how do you react after that? How do you keep your composure? And I feel like that's something that Tyson had.
Like when the narrative was that Jared Anderson dropped Tyson Fury in sparring, and I'm like, good, fucking, I'm clapping, good. That means the motherfucker got good sparring, Like people think that sparring are real fights.
That means he had good sparring. That means they had a good sparring session.
Yeah.
How the hell you find sparring for Usyk though? Like, how you get a guy to fucking imitate that? Jesus Christ!
You just fight southpaws. That's all you got to do. I'm not saying you're gonna win the fucking fight. I mean, we know he's a different breed, when it comes to like that style of fighting. But I would fight lefties. Yeah, I would fight lefties, and I would spar. I would spar lefties in the gym.
Light heavyweights or something a little super fast.
Yeah, maybe some speed on it too.
Hey, Usyk's looking weird with those glasses, bro. I can't believe he's looking even weirder. What the fuck? He's photobombing Bob.
Dude, he looks like
he looks like the Zodiac killer, bro.
He looks like when he stalks you, he looks through your window and he's like, "I'm coming for you" with the glasses on.
Who's that?
I'm coming for you. I see you, my friend.
Hey, I feel like Usyk sizing down Fury, and he's like, "Fuck, I gotta fight Anthony's bitch ass Joshua again."
He'll beat his ass.
When you're big like Usyk, right? In terms of like, okay, he's smaller than Tyson Fury, right? But 6'2", 6'3", and you can fucking fight and move the way you feel confident you could beat any dude. Whether he's 6'9" or whatever. You don't feel
he's stronger than Fury.
Yeah,
he's stronger than Fury. He put on 20 pounds of fucking muscle, man. I didn't recognize him at that way.
Now Fury might beat him anyway.
For that
Fury
fight,
he'll beat his ass.
He'll
beat his ass.
I would probably tell him, the new Tyson Fury at 270 that can punch. I would probably go back to being the the lighter Fury for that fight, like 250.
Nah,
Something.
Gonzalo, you don't want to pull an
No.
AJ
that.
2.0, bro, and try to
Yeah,
outbox.
No.
no, I think Gonzalo, I'm gonna say he needs to stay 270, 275
I think
because. Go ahead, go ahead, Alo.
I still think he needs to be a bit trimmer than the Wilder rematch. He's a bit too. He looks heavy and unfit. I think he should be how he was for the Wilder, the second fight. That's how I think Fury should come in.
Wilder's second fight, I like that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
If he's like what was he, 270, 275? But it was trimmer than what we saw in the third fight.
How do you know though, man? He clipped him in the second round, and then it was
listen,
basically 7 rounds of a ass beating. I mean, you don't know what his gas tank was.
He knew what to do to Wilder. Yeah. He knew exactly this time around. He was just gonna fucking mold him, catch him with big shots, and until he quit. Not quit. Excuse me. Until he got him out of there, right? So he knocked him out. He knew that the corner wasn't gonna quit, so he's just gonna knock him out this time.
I'll stand by this. I'll stand by this till I die. The Fury in the second Wilder fight, eons better than the third one. The third one was just sloppy.
Way better.
He would throw a jab and then just grab him. Like he would almost fight kind of like Klitschko. Like he would just do a lot of.
That's the real Fury. That's the real Fury.
That's the real Fury. Yeah, that's the real.
That's who he is, man. Remember the Klitschko fight?
God, that was boring.
Camacho, remember the Klitschko fight? That's exactly what he is, man.
Yeah.
He just threw a hook at Wilder in that second fight. Yeah, but in other words, in round 2, he just threw a cross and caught Wilder, and that was it. I mean, Wilder never recovered.
I think his head was moving his head way better in the second fight. I thought he looked way better.
Yeah, I agree with Jed. And not only that, but he would bounce in back and forth between his back leg. He would shift his weight back and everything, and he was like a little more measured. And his frame, he looked a lot more solid. Like you could see when the ref would when Kenny Bayless, the guy who sticks his ass out, would slap Fury, you could see that he's a lot like sturdier. And in the third fight, he's just fat as fuck.
All I'm saying though was Wilder's too stupid to take a knee and to take a fucking count or to clinch.
Knocked him out in that in the fourth round, right? It was
yes.
That round. Dude,
I'm talking about the second fight though.
His blubber fucking shook everywhere.
70. I'm talking about in that second fight, Wilder was just Wilder was fucked up in round 2, and he never did anything about it. No clinching, no holding, no taking a knee, taking a count. He just kept. I mean, when he's gonna do that, then Fury looks like Ali in there. But in reality, the first fight that was him, and the Klitschko fight that was him, and Fury will beat his ass. I mean, Usyk will beat the shit out of him.
I think Usyk could still beat him anyway, but I think Fury 3 was the worst. I thought he was better, but you might be right. Usyk might beat any version of Fury. We'll have to wait and see.
You guys think that's a legacy fight for Fury?
No. Usyk and Fury.
Yeah, if he could beat him, I mean, look, it's one of those. To me, it's one of those tricky fights, right? Because Usyk is a cruiserweight. He's naturally smaller. Let's say if he lost that fight and he lost embarrassingly, it was pretty one-sided. Yeah, you would probably look at Fury like, damn, man, you got fucking beat the shit out of by a little dude, but a special little dude, right?
Yeah.
Where
I'm gonna be honest, man, we're about to see what Fury really is made of, because I'm gonna be his 2 biggest wins are 2 guys are kind of fight the same. Klitschko and Wilder are the 2 guys who want to land the perfect punch, and it's impossible to land it on Fury, a guy who's taller than you, longer than you, and is awkward. But we're finally gonna see Fury fight other more interesting styles, like a Dillian White who likes to dig at the body and hits hard. Or Usyk, that's small.
Think about this too, Camacho. Here's another thing. People kind of shit on Wilder. Wilder almost knocked him out twice, bro. That's the one thing that I'll say. 12 of the first fight, he basically landed the punch he needed to land. It's just that fucking Fury he beat the count, right? And then in the third fight, maybe just a little bit harder. Maybe he wasn't as fucking winded and hurt. Maybe he catches him coming straight down the middle. He knocks him out. So, they do try to land the perfect punch, and he's hard to hit. But in the case of Wilder, he's actually landed those punches.
He's scary, but Styles makes fights, and Fury loves fighting against that style.
Exactly, he
power.
does.
But let's see when he fights Usyk, who's small, in and out, southpaw. Damn, he might fuck him up, bro. Look what Otto Wallin did to him.
Yeah, Steve
He will
Cunningham
fuck him
dropped
up.
him as well. Cruiserweight, Steve Cunningham dropped him. So yeah,
The only way you're
Fury's
gonna muscle Usyk around is if you come out like what's his name came out, Chisora, and just like a maniac. Like that's just Fury's not gonna do that. He's not gonna come out like a fucking like a goddamn. I mean, he don't have the fucking feet to do that. If you think about it,
man.
man,
Fury though, Scalabender. You know what I like about Fury though? I feel like Fury is a natural fighter. Like if he gets desperate, he can get desperate, meaning that he'll fight dirty. He doesn't give a fuck. Like he really wants to get the W. Whereas in like Joshua,
that's what Usyk has to be careful with. Yeah, he does have to be careful when, like, okay, see, remember what he was doing to Wilder. Now I know Wilder's not as technically sound as Usyk. Remember when he got on the inside, he was just fucking like mauling him on the inside, and he was like kind of initiating the clinches, and that could be tough for Usyk.
Or the Cunningham fight, where like he used his arm to frame a punch and grab him. That shit was dirty as fuck, but he got the job done. Like he does not want to lose.
I don't think he's gonna get close enough to Usyk to do any of that. Usyk's fucking. I never seen the guy bigger, and I never seen him faster. That guy put on 20 pounds and got faster. That's scary, man.
Pete, Tyson Fury. He's always the underdog because you look at him, you're like, this guy looks like a fucking dumbass. But somehow he finds a way to get the W. You know, I don't know how he does it.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying heavyweights they're not going to be. He's got no W, but that Klitschko fight was ugly as fuck. And then the 3 Wilder fights, Wilder's just a clumsy bastard. He just got his fucking. He's like a damn power forward with his feet all wide and winging shots with a broken hand, you know. I'm not taking nothing away, but
the only thing I would say about that is that the Cunningham fight was a long time ago, but it's true. Yeah, look, what did Cunningham catch him with again? It was like a fucking leaping. Oh, it was just like a
overhand right, I think.
Overhand right,
speed.
Yeah,
just
speed.
A fast punch.
A real fast punch and just drop.
But Cunningham's another guy that never used his feet. You know, he just sat in there like he was a heavyweight, and he's not a heavyweight.
Fury's been hurt a few times with that overhand right. Some other smaller, can't remember his name. Nevin Pyack or something, I think, dropped him. That's what I mean. He's been hurt by smaller fighters a few times.
You know what I think gets him, Outlaw? It's the speed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's the speed that the reason why he gets hurt by smaller guys. Like Wilder is a considerably smaller guy than him in size. Like. Not in height, you know. He's got Wilder by an inch or two, but
you think Wilder could have made Cruiser? Because he got really close, 207, right?
Yeah,
dude. He probably he maybe should have fought there. I think he was fine for heavyweight. He just, you know, he just hit his limit when it came to guys like Fury.
He should have learned how to box, you know. He would have done it better.
Should have fought like Klitschko. I don't understand how you spar with Klitschko for fucking 10 years or whatever it was, and don't understand that. Just
I don't know why he lost weight.
Stick your fist out. Look how fucking long your reach is. Just jab and grab.
Do you remember?
Throw a right hand and clinch.
He's just
Do you remember when he was like in the 220s, like 225? You know, and he was like beating Stavern, and then like after that he started getting into this like going down under 220. I was like, for what, dude? You're a heavyweight and you're 6'6" or 6'7", you know.
I think he hurts his hand every fight.
Yep.
And when you hurt your hand, you can't work, you can't lift. And if he stops lifting, I think he just loses weight, you know.
Yep.
Look at his fucking frame, man. He looks like a goddamn bird.
He's meant to be a cruiserweight.
Yeah.
He's a mixture, right?
Oh, Wilder versus Canelo.
It's gonna happen, bro. Power for power. We're about to see who's the GOAT.
Look, in reality, he'll fucking kill Canelo. But I
Watch
say
fucking
that.
Canelo knock him out in 6.
Walk him straight down.
I'm watching this Cunningham Fury fight. He was catching on some clean shit.
You talking about
Uh,
Cunningham, right?
yeah,
Yep.
I don't see why Usyk can't do the same.
I'm not saying he can. I'm actually gonna go with the. I'm gonna see what the odds are. I might go with Usyk, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm more
Nice
interested
wager on
in
that.
Fury versus White, bro. 'Cause I don't think it's gonna be that easy.
No.
Like,
Dude, just fight. Just make that fight already, so we can stop hearing Dillian White say, nobody want to fight me. Nobody want to fight me. Nobody want
6,000
to fight me.
days.
6,000 days. Nobody want to fight me, yo.
They're trying to put that. They're trying to put that Usyk and Fury. AJ would make a ton of money if he'd step aside, man. I'd ask for fucking
But
pay-per-view points and everything.
he's asking for a lot, though. I mean, literally, look, Usyk can't pay him that.
No, fuck the. Just pay me a fee, and then you guys got to give me some of the points. I mean, you guys got to kick me 10% of whatever your pay-per-view take is.
Nah, dude. If I was Fury, I'd be like, you know what, AJ, I'll just let Usyk beat your ass again. Fuck you. You ain't getting shit.
Yeah, I
Usyk,
mean
go
that's
take
an
care of it.
option. That'd be the smarter thing for. Well, forget smart.
But AJ's still a dangerous fight, though. It's still a dangerous fight for Usyk.
Yeah. I don't know if Fury and Usyk get past both them fights. I think Hearn's going to do anything to try and get some of them belts back in them 2 fights.
Yup.
I see something happening.
I can't believe he matched him in the first place. I can't believe he even held that fight. I thought for sure that they'd make Fury AJ before they made that Usyk.
I thought they thought Usyk was easy work. I don't think they realized how good he was.
I think there was some. You know what? I bet you AJ didn't think that.
No, AJ didn't, but I think Eddie Hearn.
But like other people, right? Like maybe they were like, nah, he won't win. Because even though he was like an underdog going into the fight, first of all, I don't think the odds were that bad. And there were people in the boxing world that were like, yo, AJ better be careful with this fight,
Man, cause I'm telling you, man, I don't think Eddie Hearn knows boxing that well because some of his matchmaking is like it's crazy, man. He makes
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible, actually. Yeah.
So
like,
he makes
look,
some big
PBC
mistakes.
is bad because they match their opponents pretty soft. But if you talk about like somebody who doesn't know about matchmaking, it's Eddie Hearn.
Eddie Hearn,
like, dude, what the fuck, yo? You didn't
Well, he's
see
got a
this
matchmaker
coming?
there. Who is it?
Yeah, well, his matchmaker's not that good then.
Hey, but I'm gonna be honest, and I want to give credit to Eddie Hearn. The handsome devil. I feel like the Zone is the only, or Matchroom is like one of the fairest promotions, because like their fighters lose a lot.
I know what you mean. Yes, but is it fair or are they just getting beat the shit out of?
Yeah, that's just it's Eddie Hearn's mistakes more than
No,
it
well,
fair.
Yeah,
because in PBC, no, but in PBC they'll just straight up rob you, like with Isaac Cruz and Tank.
I think Hearn's pulled a few of them though as well. Like we've seen some robberies on Matchroom and that.
Well, like a headbutt, right? The headbutt with Lara and Warrington.
Tank versus Isaac Cruz. That fight. Look, it's not. I wouldn't say that's bad matchmaking. I would just say maybe they underestimated just a little bit Isaac Cruz conditioning, right? To take Tank shots basically, because he was there to get hit with some big shots, but he was taking them and then giving them back. But like, let's say fucking. What happened with like AJ and Usyk, right? He's like, I know he's sitting there like, oh my God, man, this is just a nightmare. Like round by round, he's just sitting there like, this is just a nightmare. Now, look, I don't think that has anything to do with matchmaking. I think Eddie Hearn just basically tried to stall that fight as long as he could, and we all heard that Usyk left. He had to leave Eddie Hearn to enforce the mandatory status, and that's how the fight got done.
That's a good point. He definitely did try to stall it, but I still think he did sleep on Usyk. You know, I think they did underestimate him as well. So remember after the Bellew fight, you know, they thought that Usyk was you know, easy work for Joshua. But you know, Bellew was totally different style. You know.
But I understand what Camacho's saying. Like, look, you had
You do?
he put Campbell in there with Lomachenko. Maybe Campbell was a sacrifice that he was willing to take. You know, but
He gave Canelo an all-you-can-eat buffet. He's like, here you go. Here's my super middleweight. Here, you can have the other one. Fuck it. You can have everything.
he's
I think I was
he's just a
sacrificed.
typical snake. He's a typical snake. That's all it is, man.
And then Canelo was like, thank you very much. And then he went to PBC and he ate that guy. He's coming back. He's going to eat somebody else. Beeble. Probably Beeble, bro. I think he should fight Beeble.
He's the kind of guy. This is Eddie Hearn. He's the kind of guy you go to a party, he hands you a cigar, he hands you a drink, and he tells you how great guy you are. Then behind your back, he's trying to like fucking set you up. That's Eddie Hearn.
He's trying to fuck your girl.
He's trying to fuck your girl.
He offers her a few lines in the bathroom and shit. Yeah.
He compliments you in front of your girl. He's that guy.
Eddie.
You got yourself a handsome devil over here. This guy's a great guy. And then like as soon as you look the other way, he's kind of like checking her out.
Yeah, he goes, hey, you want to come in the bathroom with me? I'll give you a few lines straight up.
I wear no underwear, sweetheart. Come with me.
Hey, speaking of promoters, man, hey, recognize, how'd you celebrate Bob's 90th, bro? Motherfucker's never
Oh,
gonna...
that was beautiful, man. I mean,
I went to my local synagogue.
Everything about
I'm wearing my yarmulke right now.
Everything about that celebration represents the world we live in today. So I liked it. It was great.
I love what he said. I got a call from my friend Don King. He said he was celebrating my birthday. He was having a party in my honor. He wasn't even invited. And we were on the phone and we started laughing at all our enemies that we screwed over. He legit said that, by the way. Go watch the interview.
Isn't Don King like not too far from him? Don King's a little younger than him. Like in his maybe 85.
Oh yeah.
86.
Late 80s.
No, by months. He's like 89, I think.
Wow.
He's right by you, recognize.
All I remember of Don King was Viva Puerto Rico! Viva
Puerto Rico! Tito!
And he loves your people, recognize, bro.
He does, man.
He had a little Puerto Rican flag.
Let me tell you something. He's a Hall of Famer in our island for sure.
He's right there by you. You see his office from 95, right in Pompano.
Yep. I heard
right
he's
there.
out there, but I never.
You could see it right from 95, right in Pompano.
But where in Pompano? Right? You mean
like 95 and like 95 and Glades, maybe. On the east side of 95. Yeah, big green building says Don on it with a little king symbol.
I haven't seen it. Well, I haven't been in Pompano for a little while. So
that dude's never gonna die, bro. Don King, whatever fetus blood he's drinking, that shit's working. Motherfucker, never gonna die.
Fucking Camacho, you're crazy.
Yeah, him and Aram are protected. They're on that ritual shit. They live into for the next century.
They literally have like young people's blood inside of them.
It's boxer blood, bro.
It's like some David Icke shit. Man.
And also Fury singing like, dude, Fury, like he's talking about, I left drinking, I left snorting coke, I'm all about my mental health shit. He goes to Bob's 90th birthday, coked out of his fucking mind, singing.
He was coked up hard.
Yeah.
You know what? When Don King turns 90, guess what? They're gonna turn a blind eye. Nobody gonna be celebrating like they do for Bob.
Yeah.
Fury looked like he had a bit of.
Well, we in Puerto Rico.
Well, maybe the black people on TV.
In Puerto Rico, we're gonna celebrate Don King.
No, dude. What about Don King's one heavyweight? Who was it? Like Trevor Burbick or something?
What? Trevor Bryan. The one he's
Trevor
got now.
Bryan? Yeah. He's gonna have one birthday party with Trevor Bryan.
And Vermain Stavern, I think he had Stavern.
Yeah, he
They
did.
got him.
Stavern's still fighting, or is he retired?
Because he wanted to have him and Wilder fight in Egypt. He was going to call it something on the Nile River. He wanted them to fight on the Nile River, donkey.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
Doesn't he promote one of the lightweights now? He's relevant. Some guy that fought maybe about 3 weeks ago.
Well, apparently he's the promoter of the cruiserweight that Canelo wants to fight.
Oh,
Makabu.
African motherfucker.
Yeah.
Donkey's just raping the fucking motherland. He's just raping the motherland as a motherfucker.
That motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
Uganda.
Uganda.
I heard.
Thank you. Shout out to
I
Uganda.
heard you mention something about Eddie Hearn not being a good promoter, but you know what Eddie Hearn does right? Most of the time, when his fighter loses to the other guy, he signs the guy that beat him.
Damn.
Oh shit.
That's kind of fucked up.
I mean, he should just be called rematch room. Let's be honest, because
But why
every
is it
time you
fucked
beat
up,
one of his fighters.
That's a great name. Rematch room.
What do you guys think of Conor Ben?
He's alright.
He's good. I mean, but it's like I want to see him do it.
Camacho says he's ugly.
Well, you know.
No comment.
No comment.
I like him. I don't think he's as good as Ortiz or Boots. He's not the level of prospect they are.
I mean,
but I don't mind him.
Look who he's calling now. He's calling out Adrian fucking Broner.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, exactly.
Not too exciting, is it?
Why are you calling him out? This guy is like a has-been.
Right.
He's fighting to fucking pay child support, like backed up child support right now.
Come on, guys. I think it's a fair trade. Conor Ben gets a good name. Broner gets some diaper money. Come on. I'll watch it.
But Camacho, what if Broner like fucking spoils the apple cart and just like outboxes him?
Then I can't wait till Broner and Conor Ben Part 2 in rematch room, you know?
There you go.
Or is that Sky?
Hey man, I don't care what nobody says. Adrian Broner was entertaining. If I can use that's the word. We can use that word.
He was good.
I don't know.
Was good,
really?
In 2013.
I'm talking about like, you know, most boxers have no personality. Let's be real. Adrian
if you're talking about outside the ring.
Hell yeah.
In the ring, obviously, you know, he did some stupid shit. Actually, outside the ring is what I meant to say. But the dude was fun. Was entertaining. He
was corny, but I guess he was entertaining in his own way.
He was
his
corny,
fight
but
with
he was
fucking
actually.
It was cringy
what's
at
that
times.
Mexican guy, Vargas?
Yeah.
Post fight with that guy was fucking hilarious, man.
Holy shit was funny.
Best fight.
He said I beat you. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, it was cringy. Some of the shit he was saying, like I beat you, like they beat Martin Luther King and them, like.
Yeah, that was.
That was stupid. Like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about, man?
Clown. He's a clown, but like.
But the Paulie shit was funny. Paulie shit was funny.
Yeah, the one with Paulie Malignaggi. He was like, don't brag about my side piece. I'm like,
Paulie got clowned bad, bro. Paulie got embarrassed with that.
Yeah, that's what Paulie gets for like fucking like just.
Paulie looked like the biggest simp in any sport I've ever seen after that fight.
Paulie.
But Broner is irrelevant now that we have Tio, bro. Tio's our new Broner.
Yeah.
So.
Tio's not as funny though.
Yeah, you're right. He's just cringy. He's talking about the Zodiac and the good energy.
I beat Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, Africans.
Then he'll be like,
man.
Then he'll be like, suck my dick, and then he'll say, I want to set an example for the kids.
Exactly.
Remember when he sexually harassed Maidana?
Who?
Dude, I was gonna say that was his best fight, Camacho, for me.
Yeah.
I know he lost the fight, but he like that in that ass whipping that he took, dude. He was landing some big shots towards the end. I was like, damn, fucking Broner could fight, man.
No, but then he sexually harasses Maidana. Maidana likes it and he goes after it himself. I'm like, what the fuck's happening here?
Nah, he didn't like it.
He does. Watch it. Like if that was
Maidana,
Maidana,
just give it back to him. Maidana just did it back to him. I don't think he liked it.
Dude.
Dude, the saddest
If I was
moment I saw
Maidana,
was
I would try to kick it, knock him out, and then once we
Ima-
get our gloves out, I'll sucker punch him. Cause
Oh,
fuck him.
don't ruin Maidana for me.
Imagine if his skills like matched the mouth. Like he'd be a bigger pay-per-view draw than Floyd. People would just want to see him lose.
Well, that's what they were trying to bank on. Like they were trying to make him that. You know, they were hoping for that. Just didn't
Yeah,
have the skills.
yeah. Well, he had the skill. He just didn't have the dedication.
I don't think he did. I never saw like when I saw Errol Spence Crawford. I thought these are legit. I never thought Broner was on their level. You know, I just didn't see it.
yeah, I didn't think so either. Like he was good, I agree, but like he
Yeah.
wasn't like on that level. Those guys were a bit more
Like that kid
dedicated
you
to the
like,
sport.
Rare Breed, Boots to me is a way more talented fighter than Broner. You know, I can see the talent in him. You know, but not with Broner. I never saw it.
Yeah. Adrian, people do forget Adrian is a 4 division champ. I mean, it's not easy to do.
I mean, like he's a 4 division champ. Like
Opposition
fighting
was
I
a
the
think
real,
I think they're
like
using
fighting
all
on
these
the
American
election.
guys to build up Conor Ben's fucking resume.
He's
Yeah,
a
always gonna run down.
he's a 4th division champ, but in the end of the day, during his prime,
Yeah.
he couldn't settle in either the 40 or the 47 division. He was in between in no man's land. What does
Yeah.
that tell you?
True. Also, he got traumatized by Maidana. He didn't let his hands go anymore after that fight.
So what's Maidana? What's Maidana career wise when you think about him? Is he a 47 pounder? Never.
He looks like a 54 pounder.
40,
54.
35.
No,
Maidana's a big
Maidana
dude.
was when Maidana got older. Yeah, towards the ending of his career, he became a like kind of like a bloated
47.
junior welterweight. Yeah,
He'd step
but
in at
right, like he
45,
made
right?
40. Yeah, he made 47 because he was just he stopped like caring about fucking dropping weight. That's what that was. He was like,
I want to tickle Maidana's plastic abs.
But he's like one of those guys that are too small. He's really
hey guys,
too
I'll be
small
right
to
back,
be
man. Stay on.
he's really too small to be a welter, but he's too fat to make 40.
Maidana looks like he killed people in his past life.
I think he has.
Yeah.
I think he has.
I wouldn't be
I'll be right
surprised.
back.
Oh
right,
shit!
y'all.
It's just us, dog.
Yeah, who wants to get recognized channel taken down, right? All right, everybody, we're
All
gonna
right,
pass
let's do
out
it.
for
Everybody, show nudes. No, I'm just
no.
kidding. What's everybody doing, man?
Everyone's talking about
I
the
already know
four
what we're
queens,
doing.
bro.
We're talking about Maidana fighting Conor Ben. That's weird.
Nah, Maidana ain't coming back, bro.
We all know Ryan Garcia is the truth, bro. We don't need to fight
stop
nobody.
Stop it.
Oh, come on, man. Give Ryan Garcia his credit.
He's got natural ability, but power.
That's what I'm saying. He's just like the eye test, That's what he's all
But
about. He's all about the eyes.
But what about the skills, though?
That's what I mean. The eye test. He's got the skills. He just don't put himself to the test,
When I said natural ability, I meant like he's got athleticism, like power and speed, but he has no skills, like boxing skills, no defense.
Hell yeah. He's got that that Southern California style, He's got damn. I think it's Oscar De La Hoya's son.
Shit,
like
maybe
legitimate.
Yeah, dude.
Oscar's
Precise said that. Precise said that, like that's his. He thinks that's his son, and I can't stop thinking about it now. Every day I think of it.
He's gonna take care of him.
These boxers have like children all over the country that a lot of them don't even know about. Like fucking what's his name? Evander Holyfield's got like 11 kids with like 12 women, some shit like that. It's probably more than that we don't know about. So I can imagine Oscar De La Hoya.
De La Hoya have 5 children, I believe. Legitimate or
that we know
about.
that we know about. Exactly.
But to be honest, if they know they can make a buck out of you, they probably will. Like for example, Pacquiao, he has a legitimate. Is that the way you say it? Illegitimate, or how do you say it? Outside the marriage?
A bastard.
Yeah. he have a, and they put him in the news here in the Philippines. Oh, this is Manny Pacquiao's son, but they don't recognize him as his son, and they don't pay his what do you call it? Child support. and they
Fucked up.
showed the kid. They showed the kid on the Filipino news, and the kid started shadowboxing. He was like a 10-year-old, and that's the way they wanted you to believe. Oh yeah, that's his son because he was shadowboxing. I don't know if he was
Right.
or wasn't. It was funny though.
Yeah.
Hey Gonzalo, is that big-headed motherfucker still running for president, or did he quit?
He's got a big head, bro. In real life, he's got a big head.
I could tell, bro. I could tell. All that TRT.
You know who he looks like? Like head wise, like his head, like Garfield. It's fucking huge.
Like Jimmy Neutron. You know what it is, bro? It's all that HGH. It makes your head grow.
Oh shit! Shots fired.
Hey, it's not
Oh
a
yeah,
shot. I respect it.
yeah, he's
We all respect
for the
Manny
size of
Pacquiao
the body, he's like a 50. He's like
and Ryan
150
Garcia.
pounds,
I respect
5'6" and
Manny.
a half.
Hey, who would win in this fantasy
You know
fight?
that a Pitbull Cruz is a Manny Pacquiao fighter.
Yeah.
Oh, he
Isn't
is,
that
huh?
crazy? That's weird.
Yeah, the Filipinos are going hard for Cruz. I noticed.
He said thank you to Manny Pacquiao in the end of the fight. And he was carrying, if you watch, he was carrying the Mexican and he was carrying the Filipino flag too. The little ones, the little flags, like the ones you put on your car, you know?
I never realized how many people Philippines had. 112 million. That shit surprised me.
Oh, yeah, because they're all condensed. They're all condensed.
Yeah,
In the
big
United
country.
States, it's like open. And here
Yeah.
it's crowded.
Same
I
as
thought-
Indonesia. Indonesia's got a huge population as well for a small country.
Yeah.
The
That's
Asian
crazy,
countries
no,
are just
because
jam packed.
that's where, Jed, that's where the tsunami hit, no?
Yep. Thailand. The tsunami hit, but I think it might have hit parts of Indonesia.
Nice.
And because
Thailand
there's
hit
a
the
lot
worst.
of people there too. It wiped out a lot of people because they were there
Yeah, probably hit both. Yeah,
in
I remember
droves.
Thailand got real bad hit.
Sri Lanka, I think it's in Indonesia, and
Yeah.
Yeah. How many people are in Australia, Outlaw?
Small population, 25 million. Most of
25.
them, most people live in two cities, mine and Melbourne, about 5 million each. So
Yeah.
40% of the population just lives in two cities on the coast.
who are
Isn't that
the Australian natives, the Aborigines? Because I've heard about
Aboriginals,
them.
yeah. The
What do they
Aboriginals,
look?
yeah.
What do they look like?
black?
What they look like, they're just black people. Pretty much.
They're black people.
Yeah.
I heard. Don't they have like blonde hair or something like that, or blue eyes?
No, who said don't do that?
Nah,
That's
No,
like
it's
the
true.
there's like
Amari.
some
That's the
weird.
Amari people. Amari.
Yeah.
What Jose is saying is true because, yeah, Jose, it's true. What I've seen, like the bone, the face, the structure is like of a black person, but the characteristics is of about it's like a white person too.
Who's this, the Aboriginal?
Well, I saw some pictures on the internet, and
Nah,
yeah,
they're just
they
mixed.
look
They
different.
just been
But that's
mixed
like
with a lot of
the
European.
that's like the New Zealand people. They're like
Jed
Yeah.
Kyle's hating on the Cheddarman, bro. The Cheddarman, bro. Remember Cheddarman? The original British person. Look up Cheddarman.
Yeah, I'm Irish heritage, so fuck him.
yeah,
I'm 100% Irish. So.
Someone
Oh,
get
shit.
my-
Yo, I see my channel still on.
Yeah, dude, I
I
said-
said,
right. Wreck is back.
I
said
dropped a
the F
bunch of
word,
N words, but my
Damn.
I said the F word, but they must still let you stay on.
We did a little strip tease, but nothing too revealing.
You
Well,
know,
Ryan Garcia, so I had to say the F
Lomachenko.
word.
Sorry. You know, Teofimo Lopez. He's half black.
Really?
If
I see
you
it in
look
his
at him,
nose.
he's half black.
Really?
Yeah.
What, from his mom?
mother's probably black. Well, over there
Nobody
in
knows it.
Honduras, there's a lot of black people. A lot. I mean, like
Yeah.
a lot. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Their soccer team is used to be mostly African heritage. The players.
from the outside looking in. I'm here in the Philippines, and my wife, she doesn't see like how do you call it? like a lot of mixtures of like culturally, like different cultures, like us, like me. So she's been here in the Philippines the whole life, and when she saw Teofimo on the TV, she said, "Is he black?" And it got me a thinking, maybe she's right, or she sees something from the outside looking in, because she never
Gonzalo,
seen other people.
Gonzalo, you tripping? He could definitely pass for a Mexican. I'm looking at his mom right now. She looks like a Latino woman.
Well,
but
yeah,
you know what I also
but
heard?
not
I
just
heard.
not just the parents. You have the grandparents and the great grandparents. There's black people in Honduras.
There's an
Yeah,
admixture. There's probably an
yeah,
admixture. Yeah,
yeah, maybe,
yeah.
definitely.
No, but doesn't Teofimo Senior? Doesn't he like? I think he said his dad is like first generation Spain, and that's
Yeah,
where the name
he
comes
looks it.
from.
Really?
Lopez. Yeah,
Yeah.
So
Lopez.
that means he's white then.
But I
Well,
thought
that too. Maybe I'm tripping, but my wife, she told me, "Is he black?" And I
someone
started
told me though
thinking,
after he beat Lomachenko though, he was telling the reporter in Spain will never lose to white people with European blood. That's what someone told me he said. I don't know how true it was.
Ah,
And
dude, based
it didn't work out too well because the Mediterranean fucked him up the next fight. So that didn't work out too well.
No,
Let me
but
tell you
look at
something.
it's an interview with Punch Drunk. By the way, Punch Drunk, bro, thank God you survived the worst car crash in the world. God bless you and your family. And he interviewed with Punch Drunk. He said Teofimo said his dad is legit from Spain, and that's where the name comes from. I don't know. I gotta call Punch Drunk. He's the expert on Teofimo's entire life.
well,
Well, so then he would.
what's the original name from Spain? Lopez. That's one of the
No,
most
Well, yeah,
popular.
Teofimo.
the Spanish last names like Lopez, which I believe is
Garcia,
from Spain, Garcia. Yeah,
That's
obviously
my last name too.
that's
all of them.
European. Yeah, that's
Yep.
Well,
European.
Like
even in the
Williams.
Philippines, here
No, but
Martinez, Garcia,
look,
Gonzalez.
I'm Mexican, right? But like my ancestors, my white ancestors came like a long time ago. I'm talking about hundreds of years. Teofimo says that his dad, like Teofimo Senior's dad, is Spaniard, like first
Yeah,
generation.
that makes sense. So his dad, okay, so he's saying that his dad was born in Spain?
Yeah.
Viva
Yeah,
España.
No,
yeah.
it's like me. I could say the same thing too. My last name's Anaya, but my parents, my mom, she's a white skin. My grandparents are white skin, blue eyes. Not all of them, but a lot of them are like that. On both sides of my
So
family.
so Kambosos and Lopez was really a fight between two Mediterraneans. That's really what it was from Europe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bro,
Two Mediterraneans going at it.
Teofimo can be really annoying sometimes, bro. Like I remember when his dad embarrassed him in an interview where he was like, the first time Teofimo smoked weed, the sensation of being high scared him so much that he went up to his dad crying and in tears. And his like Teofimo
I'm
Senior said,
telling you, man, they're like brothers more than they are. I guarantee you. I want to know how old Teofimo's dad, his dad is, senior.
He's probably like
no, he's
47,
older though, because
45, 47.
Teofimo is the second youngest.
Oh, he's the second. Okay, so there's somebody. So he has more kids, right? So he has like
He has
yeah.
he has older brother and older sister.
Look,
Yeah,
I have a
younger.
son that I'm 18. I have a son that I'm 18 years older than, right? When he hit like 17, 18, I felt like almost he was like my little bro. I mean, obviously I was his dad. Obviously, but I felt like he was my little brother. That's all. I felt like.
But you telling me that because I never looked in the internet that lady that's supposed to be her mother, that's still female. You think a girl will stick around with a man like that forever?
Nah. Oh, well, she's still with him. Yeah, she's still with
Oh
him.
wow, crazy.
Wait,
Like
you're talking about Teofimo's girl, right?
The
No,
Benavides,
his
that's
dad.
not the mom, right?
His dad and his mom.
Benavides.
No, Benavides, Jose Benavides Senior has I believe he has a younger wife and he has kids with that one too.
She's nice, isn't she?
She's actually nice too, man.
Yeah, she's nice. I'll tell you what, Angel Garcia's wife's not bad. Seen her? She's all right.
Yeah, she's actually pretty. Yep.
Yeah. And yeah, she's nice.
No,
So is Benny Garcia's girlfriend.
No, let me tell you who's nice. Lomachenko's sister.
Yeah,
Oh
and she's nice.
yeah, for sure, Red Reed.
But
She's a
but
nice one, man.
Danny Garcia's girlfriend's nice as well. I don't know if you've seen her.
Yeah, I've seen her.
She's
She's good
nice. Yeah,
looking.
How about Demetrius Andrade's?
never seen her. I haven't
I
seen
never
her.
seen her.
The dude never walks out with the girl, though. He don't have a girlfriend.
Oh, you think it's a boy? It might be a boy.
Oh,
Hey,
He
why
was
are
wearing
all
like the
why are all
Michael
boxing
Jackson
dads?
outfit. Did you see that?
Who? Andrade?
I think
Demetrius
Broner's. I
Andrade.
mean, I think Spence's wife, or I
yeah,
think she's not a
she's
bad
bad.
looking chick, actually.
Yeah, she's like a Mexican or something.
Well, he
Though.
got separated again.
Charlo's girl's not
He's
bad
not
either.
with her no
Mexican
more.
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I was talking to Recognize. He was fawning over Terrence Crawford's girl, bro. And I was
Oh,
like,
she's hot, bro. That's my type,
Ah,
man.
no, that's
I
my
was
one,
like,
bro.
damn, Recognize. Get a
I like
type,
my
bro.
women. I like my women BBW, bro. I like them just
Hey,
like that. Come here,
hey,
girl.
that tells you something about Crawford though. He's a loyal dude. Like he's not just gonna like get rid of his day one chick just because he got on. You know?
Like Crawford might be the most normal guy in boxing, bro.
Yeah.
He should wear that in stride.
He,
Just being a normal
he
guy.
probably got other girls too. I seen some of his interviews where he's
Bruh.
messing
Oh,
around.
he's got other girls.
Bro,
Yeah.
I got this friend who loves fat
And she
chicks, and I'm
probably
telling
don't
you,
care.
bro, when he saw Crawford's
I
wife,
know.
he started hating on Crawford. He started getting jealous of
I
it because he loves fat chicks. And when I showed him Crawford's wife, I noticed how he started hating on Crawford.
Started
It's like jealous
playing
of him.
head, right? You hate
like Terrence Crawford. I know personalities like him because I was in the military. I have friends kind of like the same personality style. Man, that dude probably got other girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I guarantee you he does. But the one thing that I know he obviously because he's getting older, I don't think he'll ever leave his chick for like a girl because she's like a dime. You know what I'm saying? Let's say the girl's like just got everything going on. She got the body, the face. He'll probably just bang her and tell her, look, man, I'm not leaving my woman.
Yeah.
Or maybe he like his wife is that, right? And his side chicks are even bigger. Like his side chicks like immense. Like one of her thighs is the size of him, 147. And like, bro, can you imagine poor Crawford? Can you imagine poor Crawford? He orders an Uber, and he has to like sit in between Bomac and his girl. Like he's like dying.
Come on, man.
I'm playing, dude. Shout out to Crawford.
Or imagine they go to a restaurant and he's paying and then the wife and Bomac.
That's where you go to the buffet, Gonzalo.
Yeah, oh hell no. Yeah. You gotta go to a buffet, huh?
Shit,
I'm playing Crawford. Don't whoop my ass, please. Don't whoop my ass.
Yeah.
Actually, in fact, I don't give a fuck. Whoop my ass so I can see you and I get a payday.
Yeah, and you know what's the worst? If Crawford gotta make weight, but then he takes them out to eat and he's gotta hit the scales, but they're probably ordering like the biggest plates.
Yeah.
Damn.
But I respect guys who like them big and don't give a fuck. Like, if a guy makes fun of you, you're like, yeah, so I don't give a fuck. Shit.
I mean, to each his own, man. I mean,
how many people really make fun of other people's wives? Like, well,
yeah, it's petty.
Except for us degenerates right now, there's fucking 7 of them on the panel.
I'm just doing it to get recognized subscribers, bro. You know?
Yeah.
Now most boxers have nice looking chicks though.
Yeah.
In general.
Yeah. Austin Trout had a nice girl. I'm not the only one saw her. She was nice.
You know who have a nice girl too? You know Soto Caras? Jose Caras?
Oh yeah, he had a good girl. Yeah, his girl was nice. I never saw her.
Pretty. Yeah, Soto Caras.
Hey, outlaw.
Triple G's wife is nice looking too. Triple G's wife is pretty nice looking.
Who did he fight? He was in a real good fight against Andre Berto, Soto Caras. Then when he won, you could see her wife there in that fight. Yeah, she's nice looking.
Valero's wife was nice. She was good looking.
Well, yeah, she was.
She was, right?
Yeah, she was, yeah.
Until he ended her, right?
Mm.
He killed her, right? That's what happened?
Allegedly, yeah. Who knows what happened there, really.
I don't know. Something about that whole situation don't sound right, man. It could be the conspiracy theorist in me, but I just feel like something wasn't right there.
You notice
What,
these
what, what?
guys that get have a lot of that are in sports that have a lot of brain injuries. They do these type of things. Wrestling, football players, boxers, like they just go
That's
crazy.
true. That is true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw what just happened on recently on Facebook Live. I didn't see the video. I just saw I didn't show the actual shooting, but this guy, black dude, he looked like he just had enough, man. The dude is on video. He says, "I just finished killing my girlfriend who was pregnant for my baby. She told me that she was gonna basically do the same thing that my ex-wife did, who started all this, whatever she started, right? And I think he had like 2 kids with her, and he said, um, she did everything in her power to keep the kids away from him. She even told the courts that he sexually molested his own kids. Dude, right when he's talking, he goes, "Oh, there's the bitch right now," and he fucking whacked her, killed her, and then he killed himself. He said, "I'm not getting arrested." He said that before he killed her. He said, I'm not worried about getting arrested because basically he's like, it's over for me. So, yeah, man, some people just, I'm sure there's something in the brain that's going on there, but some people just get pushed too far, man. I'm not
But you know
condoning
why,
that. I'm
man?
just saying.
It's dangerous to have a chick now, like
It
especially with the
is,
family
bro. It
courts. The
is,
family
man.
courts, they'll take everything from you, man. It's like tough. Like they'll take
You
the
got to
kids.
make sure you're with a girl that you better make sure that you with the girl. Look, man, I'm not one to talk, man. I've had a few of them from different chicks, but you just got to be fucking careful, man. Like that guy that did it. Look, I don't know him personally, and obviously he's crazy, but he looked like just a regular guy that goes to work. Could probably have a good conversation with him, and just
Yeah.
he fucking lost his mind.
Like, can you imagine if your like former partner is going to accuse you and just saying falsely accuse you of touching
Right. Let's
kids?
say it
Like,
was false. Right. Let's say that was totally a fucking lie. What she did. Do you
Hmm.
imagine like what that guy went through? Like, like
dude,
he said, "Fuck this."
in Minecraft, I don't know what I would do, man. In the video game Minecraft, allegedly, I don't know what the fuck I would do if people are accusing me of that. Holy shit.
Look,
And,
anybody who's ever been through a relationship with a girl where there was kids involved and then there was a separation has thought about something bad one time, at least one time, right? Like it popped up in their head, but then you have some, and look, it falls on you, right? The kind of girls you pick. There's some
Yeah.
girls
Bro,
that are fucking just straight evil, man. They will fucking do anything in their power to
when
ruin you.
the reality of things that bad thoughts pop into everybody's mind constantly. The only difference between them and us, or me and them, is some people act upon it.
Right. Some people
It's just
actually.
action.
but like being in a Western country, like women are like in a third world country, you women can say what the fuck you want and you'll be better off. But in a Western country like America, like your woman can go to the authorities or go to a family court and take away your fucking kids and you'll never see them again. Like, look at fucking what happened to Kanye. No matter what the motherfucker does, he could
How much
never
to pay her
please
a
that
lot of
chick.
money.
Yeah.
Kanye got is
He's
what's her
getting
name?
caught by a
Damn,
guy
man.
from SNL, bro. God damn, dude.
Yeah, he
Not
lost his
even a
mind
cool
too,
guy.
man. They broke up, right? Him and what was it, Kim Kardashian? They're
Yeah,
not together.
and some Saturday Night Live guy is like that
Hey
used to
man,
be Kanye's friend, by the way, is with
chick,
He's
Kim.
bagging her.
chicks
Yeah.
like funny guys.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
doing that purposely. She's doing. Look, man, he should have known better in the sense that she was an industry girl. You know what I'm saying? She got down with quite a few guys. You got to be. I don't want to sound
She
like a
was
sexist,
loyal.
man.
To be fair,
Yeah, she was being loyal to him at the moment, but look what
yeah.
happened. Why she can get any other guy? Why go after his friend?
Well, this nigga Kanye, let's be real, he's crazy. Like
He is
Yeah,
crazy.
that
No, I
that guy.
agree.
Yeah.
he
Yep.
he has a I don't even know the word.
A
He's not gonna
disorder. He
last
has a
5 years,
disorder.
bro.
He probably has a
Yeah,
He's
disorder of
whacked
some
out.
kind.
yeah. I don't think he's an easy
But
dude.
you see
Probably
what I'm
live with.
saying? Does she have to? My point is, does she really have to start banging his friend? Don't you understand what that's about? That's like to
Yeah. Well, I think the
demoralize him.
word
It's to demoralize him. That's all it is.
I think the word friend is strong. Like I think they know each other, but I don't know if they're like
But
friends
still,
friends.
like, okay, for instance, right?
Uh-huh.
You got your chick, you got your girl with you,
Yeah.
and you guys socialize a lot, and she's gonna, now that you guys broke up, now she's gonna start hitting the dude that you used to say what's up to all the time, kind of have a
Damn.
conversation. He's not your boy like that, but he's
Yeah.
somebody that dude, she can meet any other guy she wants. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
If she just wants some sex or whatever,
Yeah. It's true.
But you know what Kanye has, bro? He has, and it's narcissism that will really fuck you up because it'll drive you because you really want those compliments. But like after a while, any little thing it'll fuck you up, and then you start hating yourself, and it'll fuck you up, man.
Well,
Do you remember when he was walking with
yeah, he
this
hit
was
himself
yeah.
on the whole boom thing.
Hmm.
He was tight too, bro. He was like
But
that
you know what he reminds me of?
was funny, man.
Because look, I've been through some shit myself, and I've been down in the mental hospital with the VA. Like the two South, and I'm diagnosed with this, and like I've seen a lot of characters, and you know what he reminds me of? He's kind of like a bipolar guy, manic.
Yeah.
Because remember when he was talking to Donald Trump, oh, I endorse you, Trump. Look at the look in his eyes. The look in his eyes is not the look that he usually walks with or always has. Something about
He's
his
like a little
character.
boy. He was like a little boy or something.
Yeah, there you go, Dirty. He goes different, right? Like a little boy.
Yeah.
He's like, I
When
love
you
this.
have when you have the manic, there's people that are manic. You can be really really happy for many days, but then one day the switch goes off, and it's like a roller coaster. Or the other way around. All of a sudden you're sad, but then one day you're happy.
Yeah, excuse me, these dudes, they need constant like attention and shit. They need somebody to like pay attention to everything they
He
say.
kind of needs an ass whooping.
I was gonna
Like,
say it
That
kind of
too.
sounds like women, man.
Yeah. No, a lot of girls will date guys that have a lot of traits of women. Like they're divas. They love they love to dress up, shit like that. And there's nothing wrong with dressing up presentable, right? But like you know what I'm talking about. Guys like they get their fucking eyebrows done, their nails done.
Pretty much.
It's basically like having a girlfriend for them. You know.
Most girls are not into that though. Like they want the opposite of them. They want something masculine though. So
That is
nah, I
true.
don't know, dude. Like, how old are you? Because in my generation, man, I'm telling you, I have multiple friends who are like wearing
yeah,
earrings and shit. Got long hair. I shit you not. I don't know if I should say it. My fucking brother, he's painting his
I
nails with
mean,
his bitch. I'm like,
I
what the
got
fuck?
I wear earrings.
Huh.
I don't view that as not masculine or whatnot.
Devin hate, but they started with one, then all of a sudden in the 2000s they started wearing the two earrings. It started
Look, I'm
changing.
not gonna lie. When I was younger, I did have earrings. I used to wear
Yeah.
two of them on both sides. I used to wear two. I'm not gonna lie to you, right? I used to have
You only wear
the
one. Come
hoop,
on.
the hoop, and the like the little diamond
You had
stud.
hoop earrings?
Yeah, I had the hoop. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna lie to you, man. That shit was like I thought it was
Oh
cool. I
shit.
really
I know.
I thought it was cool, man.
You know what they say about hoop earrings?
The bigger the
They
O.
were little. They were little ones, not the
Well,
big fucking shits. Like they were just the little ones, man.
Bro, I
That's
recognize,
all it
like, I'm
was.
not gonna lie, bro. I had hoop earrings. I had fucking apple bottom jeans. I had high heels. I
uh,
had my hair
Uh,
did.
the mushroom style, no. But you said
No,
your
they were
brother
like the
Jose.
little, they're like the '90s style fucking little ones, dude.
You
Yeah, the
say your
little.
brother
You know
be
which
painting.
one I'm
Look,
talking about.
Devin Haney paints his nails too.
What? I don't
Yeah,
remember all
that's
that.
crazy, man.
Did he?
That's I don't know. I've never paid attention to his nails, but that's like a style that's going on
Yeah.
with like
All
the
his
No,
nails
the
are
the
hell
pink,
is
and
youngins,
I
not.
man.
think they're black.
No, the hell is not. I don't know what
But like
style.
for some young dudes, they're into that,
Yeah, rock
that
star
just
stuff.
weird shit. Yeah, exactly rock star
No,
stuff.
the feminine shit is coming back. Like from the 80s. That
Dude, you
feminine
know
shit
how
on back.
rare it was to see dudes tatted up like a tattoo sleeve back in the days? Dude, that was rare. That was not the
No,
norm.
I like how women are showing their bellies again. That's kind of
That I
like
like
an
it.
early '90s kind of thing.
Well, now Starbucks bitches are tatted up. They're more tatted up than motherfuckers in jail, dude. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll see a girl, she got she might have a great body, but it's like covered up in tattoos. You're like, I can't tell if she has a great body or not.
Screw up
She's
stretch
fucking
marks.
tatted up. She's got like fucking tattoos of ex-boyfriends on her. I'm like, what the fuck?
Red
Hey,
flag.
what do you think about Tio's badass moon tattoos on his back, bro?
You see that's whatever, man. That's like extreme for me. I can't do that.
Hey,
I got
what about
tats, man, but
Lomachenko?
I got like old school tats, man.
Almost the same.
He's got Papachenko on his titty, on his pec.
Yeah,
That's
you
cool.
see, like his tattoo, like I wouldn't do it, but it's like not bad. But what happens when he gets old, bro?
Yep.
That
Or what
fucker
about
looks
Eddie
nasty, man.
Reynoso? Eddie Reynoso, you tattoo Canelo on your forearm. You always got to be looking at that
That's so
motherfucker.
weird, dude. And then
Yeah, that's
and then
weird.
Canel's calling him dad or Papi. Oh, that's
Oh
so weird.
Lord.
No, but that's kind of the culture over there.
Nah,
But
I don't know, Gonzalo.
Man, if
well,
you're not
but
my
you know
dad,
what?
I'm not
I
your
if you break
Yeah,
it down,
exactly.
there's nothing that weird because when you see he gives them instructions in the corner, remember like when he told Golovkin, don't try to knock him out. He's pretty stern with them. I don't see like no like homo behavior there. He tells them up front, look, listen, like this motherfucker, he'll throw water in his face. Wake up, get
No,
the
I'm not
heck up.
saying it's homo. I'm not saying it's homoerotic, but like to call another man your dad. Like like, is his dad like a piece of shit?
Even your
it's
actual
it's
dad.
it's not homoerotic or whatever the word is, but it takes that special kind of person to get somebody else like Canelo's tattoo on your forearm, right or wrong. That's not like that
It's
normal.
it's cute. That's the word I was looking for. Cute. No, I'm kidding.
Just
It's just a
imagine,
little.
like let's say, well, I could get my son's face,
And so when he's
but
having
Canelo's
sex
not
with
my.
his lady, she sees a tattoo of Canelo.
Yep.
Damn. Recognize. Can you imagine if Recognize Junior tats your face on his chest?
Yeah, like that.
No, that
then
would
you
be
and
kind of creepy, man.
then you gotta talk to a guy. What's up, man? Friends.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, I got a tattoo of you on my chest.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit, man.
These fucking chicks, and the chicks have to look at your face. Have to look at your grave.
Imagine one day he's pissed off at Canelo and they fight, like fuck you or whatever. Then you're looking at his face on your arm.
I remember my daughter-in-law when I first met her, man. She freaked out how much me and my son look alike. So I don't think she would want him to get a tattoo of like my fucking face on his chest. Oh
Hey, that is
man.
weird what you said though. Recognize how like you okay, so you're 36 and you're still kind of young, like, and you have an 18-year-old son. Yeah, y'all could
When
go
I
to the
was
fucking
30, yeah, when I was 36, my son was 18. Now I'm 48, he's 30. You see
damn.
what I'm
It's like
saying? Yeah,
when you
he's
were
30 years
18,
old.
when he was 18, you were 30. Y'all could have gone to the titty bar together. Y'all could have gone to the club, and now he's 30. You're 48. Y'all could go to like the bar. Y'all can
Put it
like
this
smoke
way,
cigars
when my
together.
son was 17, he came to visit me in New York, right? I'm hanging out with him. My son is taller than me. He's like 6'4", some shit like that. So let's say my son was like 6'3" when he was like 17 on my height. I'm walking with my son and I bump into like a girl that I know. and she used to like mess with my friend, and she was like, "God damn, who's that guy?" She was talking about my son. I'm like, "Yo, he's fucking 17." She's like, "Oh shit, I didn't know. I'm sorry." You know that when
Nah,
they're
you're
embarrassed
jealous.
and
Don't
stuff.
lie. You're jealous, bro. You're
No,
jealous.
but it was
Your son's
no.
getting
Don't
more
get me
pussy
wrong.
than you.
But she thought he was like she thought he was like a friend of mine. Basically, that's what she thought, right? I don't think she would have said that if she knew that was my fucking son.
6'4"?
Yeah,
God
yeah, he's
damn.
taller than me, bro.
What the fuck are they putting in this mofongo, bro? 6'4"?
The kid is big, man, for sure.
It's crazy. Look at Chavez, the father, the papa. Look at Junior. He's really big.
Yeah, but that's a huge height difference. Um, at least me and my son we're like two inches apart. You know, like he's 2 inches taller than me.
Bro,
But that one is
I guarantee you Senior gets more pussy than Junior, bro. Like Chavez.
yes, I agree with that for sure.
He's married now, but also the Benavides, right? They're pretty big
Yeah. Well, you
compared to
got
the father.
David. David's 6'2", right? David's 6'2", 6'3", some shit like that.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's tall or 6'1". I don't know. Even the other, I didn't think the other brother was that big. He's big too.
Jose's tall. Yeah, Jose's
Yeah,
six
he's
feet or
tall.
5'11". Yeah.
Oh man, he fucked up his career, dude. He was a gangbanger for sure. I don't know the
Yeah, he
stories
got
they say,
shot,
but
bro. Like they kept that.
yeah,
Like I never heard what happened with that, but obviously you know that somebody rolled up on him and shot him in his leg.
Dude,
that's
that really
right. Because no,
sucks.
yeah,
Oh, go ahead, Gonzalo.
no, I'm just gonna say because nobody does that. Most of the times when that happens to you, it's for a reason.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Nobody. Look, is it possible somebody just shoot you over some bullshit? Maybe, but something happened there. And notice how they went for his leg, right? Like they fucking shot him right in his leg. I mean, that could have been maybe he ran, and as he was running, they thought they had a distance towards his back or some shit, and they hit him in the leg.
Yeah, it really ruined his career.
Yep.
No, I was gonna say, like, that really sucks when your brother's taller than you, bro. Like I used to bully my little brother, and I was getting really nervous when he started growing up. Started growing. Thank God he's only like we're the same height. Thank God, bro. Have mercy on my soul. Like and like David Benavides is what 6'3". He's a weight bully at 168. Like he can barely make 168. You gotta do like a shit ton of lines to lose that weight.
Dude, when he was 14, he weighed 250.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Like,
guys,
dude,
Benavides is like a cruiserweight man or a heavyweight dude. Watch,
Hell yeah, he's a cruiserweight. You're right
he's
about
a
that. Like that's
cruiserweight.
That's
probably the
why.
best way for him.
That's why I'm not mad at Charlo not trying to fight this dude. Like, what does he gain from that? No belts. You got to go up a whole weight class to fight this dude. It was really a weight bully. That's a dangerous fight for Charlo. I'm not mad at him. Which is my opinion.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
look
mean,
how he's showing up on the scale like a dinosaur, like really depleted.
Yeah.
yeah, he looks terrible, bro. Sometimes I see him, I'm like, dude, you look old as fuck, man, up there. Got the old man body.
I still want him to fight Canelo though, because Canelo can make. They can fight at 175.
Yeah, for sure. He might be stronger up there at
Yeah.
175,
Yeah.
but he won't take that risk, man.
man, I just don't like how he looks. Just so skinny. Like he just looks so lanky and weird at 168. You know who else I hate? I hate Fundora, bro. I just can't even look at the guy, bro. It just grosses me out. I see him like
Yeah,
the
he's
stiff
too
man throw
big,
punch.
man. He's too tall for that
He
fucking
gets
weight
hit.
class.
He gets hit a lot.
I really hope Charlo just chin checks him and get it over with because I don't want to see this skinny guy.
Well,
And
Is he
the
gonna
he
fight? Is he?
problem. Sorry,
Yeah, go
Charlo's
ahead,
fighting
Gonzalo.
Castaño.
I think the problem with him, and I'm not gonna say it's a problem, but okay. Well, this is how it happened. He's a Mexican, half Mexican. The style is okay on your chest, but he's tall. He'd probably be better served if he would utilize his length. But when he started boxing, he probably wasn't as tall as he is now. But once you started fighting like that when you were a kid, adolescence, then you got tall. You can't change it up that easily.
Like he's given the gift of an amazing metabolism, right? And
Yeah, for sure.
instead of using his length to his advantage and like just jabbing people's heads off, circling around them, beating the fuck out of them, he's fighting on the inside. He reminds me of like a big ass version of what's the name of the Heartbreaker? Forgot his name again. The 122 pounder.
Yeah, Brandon Figueroa.
Brendan, yeah, he's a big ass Brendan Figueroa, bro.
Yeah, but because he probably when he started boxing, how old was he, baby? Because when you were a fighter, usually yes, okay, you'll start when like you're 7, 8. Just that's a number, whatever. But what I'm saying, when he was 8 years old, when he was 10 years old, he was not 6'7", right?
Nah, for sure.
He
I
was,
mean, that's a
yeah.
growth.
So,
That's a
but the
growth
style
sprout
that he
he
learned
had.
when he was a young man, he kept it.
Yeah, that's a growth sprout that he had. Like, probably had like a late one. There's Fundora 6'5" at 100. Yeah, that's insane, bro. 6'5". God damn.
This
And
motherfucker.
it's like,
Burchell.
Yeah, that's Purcell.
hey, shout out to Granberg, bro. He's coming back. He's coming back, dude. We're coming back for the W.
Berchelt.
You moved it to
That's
135.
not Spanish. Berchelt's not Spanish, right?
It's French. I heard it's French, no?
Well, I had a sergeant in the military. He was Burchell. I think it's French, actually. I'm not sure, but
Yeah, because
he was a white man.
the French raped Mexico. Everyone knows Cinco de Mayo, the Battle of Puebla, right? It was like 2,000 Mexicans versus 5,000 Frenchmen. And it actually was a badass W. Like, the Mexicans won. But what people don't know is that, like, 3 days later, the French just raped Mexico for like 100 years or whatever. So I'm guessing, like, some people still have those weirdo last names.
But
It's
it's
him
funny
and
because he's from the Mexican Peninsula, in Chiapas. I think you have pyramids over there. But if you look at his facial features, he looks 100% native. So where did he
yeah.
get the last name?
No, I'm looking it up. It doesn't say it's French. It says it's Mexican, whatever that means.
No,
Oh, shit.
Berchelt is not. So unless they're talking about the natives,
Yeah,
is that
that
what
might be.
they could be talking about that?
Yeah, that's probably because he has no native or
Yeah, it could
See,
be
I
some
wouldn't know.
native names.
I wouldn't know what
ethnic
any of the
features.
native
No,
names are in
I had
Puerto
a
Rico.
sergeant. He
I
was
wouldn't know.
white. He's a white guy from okay, let me remember, from Louisiana, I think. His name was
Hmm?
Sergeant Burchell, and he was a European American, 100%
Mm,
country dude.
I don't know.
Bro,
Yeah,
Mexico's
some
fucked.
Hispanics have names like that. I noticed they're
Oh,
not
oh
all
yeah,
Spanish names. Sometimes they're like from
Yeah, they're
other
not
parts of
all.
Europe.
Yep. Like my last name is Portuguese. It's
Yeah,
not. It's not Spanish.
it
Hey,
says
mine is
origin.
too. Camacho's Portuguese.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it says
right.
origin.
Yeah,
Origin.
yeah, you're right.
Camacho is Portuguese, and it sounds badass, right? It sounds macho, but it actually means cripple in like Hebrew or
Damn,
Portuguese.
damn. You damn
I didn't mean
cripple.
to laugh at you, but yeah.
That's
Watch out,
fucked
he's
up.
No,
crippled.
and you know what? And dude, I think I'm one of like the original Camacho lineages. I got some shit, and then also my family, we have a history of gout, and if you guys know what gout is, it's
yeah.
like
It's
when you
people were
can't
rich because the
yeah,
people
you
that
can't.
eat the people that had the money before, they could splurge and live the life, and that was identified as like the hierarchy, right?
But it's
Because
not
if
just
you
that,
have gout,
Gonzalo.
if you have a gout, it's a sign that before you can eat the things that not everybody could eat, right?
But it's not just that. It's just that, like, okay, so my grandfather's crippled because he had bad gout, and when you have gout, it means you can't really break down proteins that well, like the lactic acid. So it builds
Hmm.
up in your joints, and you can't even move your joints anymore. My
Damn.
grandfather
Yeah.
had that. So he became a cripple, and like I think all my ancestors end up becoming crippled from gout. And Camacho means cripple in like Portuguese or whatever, Hebrew Portuguese. So that's my
Okay,
theory. That's my
that's
theory.
interesting. Yeah, that'd be cool if like you can grow gout on your fist, no? Punch extra hard.
Yeah, that's dude. My grandfather had it really bad. I think my dad's next, bro. I'm telling my dad stop eating meat, but he won't listen. But I'm the original Camacho, and Hector is he. He. I respect him, man. That's but we're two different lineages.
But he actually looks Portuguese too. Hector
Yeah.
Camacho.
Have you
Kind
seen
of
his
Oh,
has
his
a
mom's
grandma?
black.
yeah, no,
I see his
yeah.
mom. His mom looks black.
No, his mother is black. Yeah, she just his father's like a light skinned dude, like one of those how you say it
Mulatos.
uh yeah, like
Mulatos.
native. His dad would be like more like native, like
Mestizo,
Taino
mulato.
Indian. Taino Indians mixed with like European heritage. Then his mother is obviously she's black.
Indian black. She's a Taino, like an
Taino,
Indian
yeah,
with
she's
black.
Taino and black. Yeah, Taino and black. Yep,
Whatever
I forget
mix
what.
he was a good ass mix for boxing. He had that black style, that black speed with that Indio chin. No.
He was
So my
crazy.
my name is a Spanish. Well, my first name Gonzalo. That means the father of the Gonzales. So like Gonzalo
Gonzalo,
had children, and the children became the Gonzales.
gotcha. Yep,
Yeah.
Just
Mhm.
like the Martinez. Like
Martinez.
anything with an S is kind of like son, like Martin's son,
Yeah.
Martinez.
Oh
Easy
wow.
means son of. So Martinez, easy, son of Martin.
That's
Rodriguez,
that's
son of
my
Rodrigo.
that's my that's my son. That's my wife's husband's last name. So my nephews are Martinez. Yeah.
Mhm.
She's got
No.
two boys. They're nice looking kids.
But in the
My nephews.
Philippines, there's a lot of Spanish. There's a lot of Spanish last names and Portuguese.
How did he die?
Yeah.
Who?
Hector, how did he die?
He got killed in Puerto
They blew
Rico.
his head. They blew his brains out in Puerto Rico.
They shot him in his no. They shot him in his throat. They shot him in his face. They shot him in his chest. Dude, I
That's
don't know if you
right.
guys seen it,
Oh,
man. There's a fucking shooting that happened in Puerto Rico. They killed like four dudes. Yo, that shit is insane, man.
it's
You know what's
insane.
insane about it? It's how they fucking Gonzalo, I showed you that
Like
video.
military.
They
Like
did it
military, not
military
recognized.
style. Yeah, these motherfuckers were like, they were dressed in street clothes that you would see in America, and
Yeah.
they just ambushed these dudes. And you know what's crazy? It's the amount of time they had to do it. It was
Yeah,
like
and they came
they weren't
back.
worried about the cops. Yeah, they weren't worried about no fucking cops.
And they came back, and they were hunching down as they were coming creeping forward like in battle formation.
You see, in Puerto Rico, you got to be like these people should know this, right? But they don't give a fuck. Like on the mountains, there's like little pueblos, like little towns.
Oh
And
yeah,
but
yeah.
so as you go up, there's like these little deserted areas. It takes a long time for the cops to go up there.
Oh yeah.
So
You know you
if they say you've been stalking a dude, you've been stalking multiple. In this case, obviously, like basically a whole crew, right? They were stalking them, and they're like, "Look, all we got to do is, just like fucking go with two jeeps and like five guys strapped, and we just fucking light the place up. If we do it right, we're not gonna get caught at all."
Dude,
Yeah, you know what the
Hector.
saying says, a small town, big inferno. And you know the people there are not talking.
Oh
You know
yeah,
they're not talking.
dude. Let me tell you something. Like, the bigger the city, the safer you are. That's the truth. It just is. Now you may live in a town in a big city where it's fucking dangerous, right? But if you just leave the that town and like say you go into the main part, you're safer there. Little cities are the fucking most dangerous cities because it's small, obviously. Everybody knows where you're at.
Yep.
You ever gone recognize?
Huh?
You ever gone
Yeah, I have a
to
what?
you ever gone to
Do it.
Puerto Rico?
Oh yeah, yeah. Dude, I was born there. I lived
Was
there
born
till
there.
I was about. I lived there till I was about 13 years old.
What the? So you're not a New Yorican then?
Well, I lived back in it's back and forth. Like the typical Puerto Ricans of that time, right? Like I was born in Puerto Rico. I think I came to New York when I was like 1. I don't have really know, like from 1 to 5, and then my mother moved us back to Puerto Rico. I lived there from like 5 to 13, maybe. But like visiting, like we would go in the summer to New York. You know, we would like a lot of times we would go to New York, and I didn't live.
Dang,
I
you're
didn't
so
start living. I didn't start living in New York like full time until I was about 16.
your English is good then, because people who do that, you could tell their English is a little
Off, yeah.
ethnic. You know,
I lived in
like
Florida too, so that has a lot to do with it too.
mm,
I've been
like
to the I'm gonna say I've been to about 40 states in the United States. I probably haven't hit like the Montanas. I've been to Virginia, West Virginia. I've been there too. I haven't hit the ones on the top, or Rhode Island or those places like that.
Oh, the Northeast, right? You haven't.
Yeah, the north. I've been to the south, to the mid. I lived in the Midwest,
I think I've been
and
everywhere in the Northeast in terms of like not every city, obviously, but like I've been to Boston. Um, I've been to Rhode Island, places like that. I went to Detroit. I used to like baseball a lot, so I wanted to go to all these baseball fields. I went to Detroit, Comerica Park, St. Louis. I forget the name of their park, but I've been there. Um, Chicago. I actually love Chicago, bro. It's a beautiful city. I know it's violent and it's like, yeah, but it's really an IQ test. Like, just don't go to the bad areas, you know? Like, you're almost guaranteed to get fucked up. And that's, you see,
You
like,
said that
Chicago is
about
like,
Los Angeles, yeah.
yeah, LA too. I love LA, man. I fucking love it. But that's, to me, is an IQ test too. Like, okay, why would you be fucking walking through, let's say, South Central LA?
Right.
Like if I'll go there if I'm like with a trusted friend who's from out there and he knows everybody. I'll go with him, but I'm not just gonna be fucking walking through South Central LA. Yeah, I was just checking out the sights, bro. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know?
man, once you start exploring America, you start realizing, man, this place is fucking empty, and it's almost like beautiful. Like we should take
It
advantage
is,
of it.
man.
One day it's gonna be over, bro. One day all of America's gonna be like
Dude, you know what I love?
dystopian Chicago, Mega City One.
Colorado.
Oh yeah,
Colorado is
Mega City
beautiful,
One,
man.
this guy.
yeah. It's gonna be awful.
You say you
That
love
everybody in
Colorado?
the world's gonna live here, I think, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. You say you love
Yeah.
Colorado? Recognize?
Yeah, man. My sister used to live there
beautiful.
for like
Yeah.
5 years. Oh no, excuse me. But it's something like that. 3, 4, 5 years. She was living there
And you
with
visit.
my right. And then she got pregnant, and like our family, his family, they're from Florida. They're like, now think about this. She's a Florida girl, and he's like a Florida boy too, born and raised, both of them.
Mhm.
And they loved Colorado. They loved they lived in Colorado Springs, I want to say, but like some other town that's in there. I don't know. They lived on the
Aspen,
mountains too,
Aspen, the Rockies.
probably, yeah.
You know
But they
what they
lived
say
on
about
the
that
they
too,
lived on the
recognize?
mountains, and you could see fucking deers just walking by. Hey deer, how you doing?
Beautiful.
Like fucking looks at you. Shit.
Mhm.
That's the best. And you know what they say?
Yeah.
The people there, they live longer or they're healthier. Don't quote me, but
Yep.
I think the people
But
from
then I'm watching the
Colorado,
news. Gonzalo, and it's
yeah,
like all these fucking shootings in like one of their big cities, like fucking what is it? Like Denver. Excuse me. I'm watching the news and it's like, God damn, look at all these fucking like little fucking New York or Baltimore or some shit.
and
Yeah.
sure, they probably have their pockets in the, let's say, in the mountains, in the Rockies, or yeah, where you have your like little taverns and it's snowing. Then you go there and people wreak hell too. They reap hell. It's like crazy because people want to have fun. It's just that shit happens too, right?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah.
I like the desert. You guys don't like the desert?
Love
I lived there
Arizona.
too. The
I went to
Mojave, the high
obviously.
desert.
I'm in Arizona right now.
Oh, you in
Bro,
Arizona? Yeah, man. I liked it when I went out
well,
there. I
people
went to
people
the
think that when people think of the desert, they think of like nothing but sand, like the very arid desert. But
yeah.
like deserts have a shit ton of vegetation, like a shit ton of plants,
You know what I
cactus,
noticed? The
bushes.
heat over there is very dry. Kind of like this dry heat. It's
Eh,
almost like okay, people see like 105. They're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I when I was in Arizona, I think it hit that, but it didn't feel like the typical 100. It was hot. Don't get me wrong, but it was like it didn't feel like your typical 105 degrees. And let's
Yeah,
say
like a
like in fucking
Florida
New
or a
York,
Houston heat
awful. Yeah,
where
it
it's
didn't feel
musty.
like that.
Musty or
Ah,
Yeah, but
Louisiana.
like,
ah.
Jesus Christ.
but out in
Louisiana.
the desert though, like when you dump water on yourself, it like evaporates off quick.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. You can fry an egg on the concrete. Mexicali, Mexico, it's like that. But I lived in the Mojave where Jesus, what's the guy your fair fighter there in the Garcia? That's where he's from. Or by Barstow.
like Victorville.
Victorville. He's from there. San
Yeah, that's in
Bernardino.
the middle of
But
fucking nowhere, dude. Yeah,
but you know what? A lot of people think that the desert is hot. Always no, it's actually really
that's
cold too.
cold as shit in the winter. Yeah,
And especially because your body, because I was in Iraq too, and listen, well, when you get used to like when you acclimatize for 1 month and you're undertaking the heat and your body got used to it, when like let's say around 6 or 7 o'clock at night when the temperature drops, it might not drop 50 degrees, but if it drops 10, 15, since your body got used to like dealing with the heat, you're gonna feel super cold. Trust me on that
yeah,
one.
you kind of do. Yeah, like Palm Springs is like that. Yeah,
Oh,
I
but
know in
you get
also,
used to the heat.
I know in Arizona, like I want to say like towards the border, towards what's the next state? Maybe New Mexico or something. Am I saying that right? Or I know his name.
Depends what
It's like,
to
but
Arizona, New Mexico, yes.
on the mountains, sometimes it gets really cold and even snows over there too, man.
Or like in the monoliths, like by Flagstaff in those areas, New
I mean,
Mexico.
I don't remember, but I knew a friend that did a lot of traveling and shit, and he actually lived in Arizona, and he was like, yeah, it snows on like if you live up on the mountains, and I think he said the New Mexico, like close to the border of New Mexico.
No, but
Yeah,
like what Gonzalo was saying too, dude. Like you're from like New York. You guys are used to like a different cold. Where like in California, if it's like 45 degrees, you feel like it's freezing outside because you're so used to it being like 80, 75 or something.
Yep.
hey
no, but
Gonzalo,
you know what's
what,
the worst? You know what's the worst out of all of them? Because I've been to many places and dealt with the different climates. The worst gotta be Louisiana because I was training there when I
Yes.
was a young man.
Yeah.
And when it rains in the cold, you feel it like it penetrates your bones because you stay wet. It's always raining. It's always they say that over there people kill themselves a lot because it's very depressive. But going back to the weather, that happens. Your bones get really
Yeah.
cold to the core.
See, in New York, it gets cold, but it's not like it could get like really fucking cold, but let's say somewhere like in the Midwest, like let's say
Rochester, Buffalo.
oh, forget it, Buffalo and Rochester, yeah, it gets really fucking cold. Syracuse, I mean, snow drops there like constantly, man, for sure.
recognize, dude, New York sounds like a hellhole, bro. It's just
It's
to me. Look,
dude, it's not it's you know what it is? It's the politics, right? Like New York's politics is terrible. The state,
Yeah, same with LA. LA's beautiful, but like the fucking
yeah,
government sucks.
well, all
like
I can
New
think
York,
about when I think of New York, I think of like Times Square, and I think of everybody hates Chris. Time like Brooklyn. That's what I imagine. But cold as fuck, and just us minorities yelling at each other. I'm like, oh god damn it! Like sounds like hell.
I mean, there's some truth to it, but it's like if you, it's not like, for instance, if you go into the city, you're gonna see everything. And when I say the city, I'm talking about Manhattan. Like that's the real New York. I consider, honestly, I consider Queens, Brooklyn, those are different cities. They're just under the one umbrella, New York City, right? But like once you go into the city, you're just gonna see everything. You're gonna see, if you're in Times Square, you're gonna meet people from all over the world, mainly Europe, right? Fucking Australia or um, France. Right? You meet a lot of French people. You're gonna see a lot of crazy winos on the streets. But New York is actually not. Actually a very safe city as a whole, right? When you take the whole thing together, it's a very safe city.
I
I know
heard
that
because they
sounds
have like
weird,
a.
but
I
it is.
heard because they have like a shit ton of cops, like a
Yes,
shit ton of cops.
yeah. But even in New York's heyday, it was never like when it was really bad. It was never the highest crime rate. It's impossible, dude. Do you know what it means to be the highest crime rate in a city of 7 million people?
Yeah.
You know what 100? You know if it had St. Louis murder rate, you know how many murders that would mean would happen in New York? Like 10,000, close to it. Yeah. Now it was bad when it had 2,000. Yeah, but it wasn't happening throughout the whole city. It was happening. It was spreading out here and there, but it was like Brooklyn, the Northeast, the Bronx, South Bronx. That's where all the murders were happening at. If you live in Queens, mainly in South Queens, like South Jamaica. If you're in North Queens, probably Corona, Queensbridge. But it's not like the whole fucking place was just bad. It was never like that.
You know
From
how I
from
imagine
my
the people?
observation.
I imagine the people like everyone is Josue Vargas. You know Josue Vargas?
Dude, he's
Like that's
just
how
a
I
fucking
imagine them. Like
clown.
everybody is like a deviation of Josue Vargas, just talking a lot of shit.
He's just a
That's
clown, bro. That dude is just, yeah. He's what he's what New York
he
looks like
didn't
today.
do. Actually, now that you mentioned that, he didn't do a good representation for the what's that game called?
Boricua.
The
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 Latin
the,
Kings.
the Latin Kings. That did not look good for the. He did not look for that image because obviously he's trying to portray it, and if he's trying to do that, obviously it's popular where he's from, but he didn't do a good job of that. It was a bad look.
Very
You know,
bad look.
Latin is like a deviation. It shows me how deviated you are from the real Hispano. Like real Hispanic people, they call themselves Hispano, not Latino. And then like the Chicanos, they call themselves Latino. And then like 1 degree separated from that, the Latinxers, the Latinxers. You
I
know,
never
But
called myself the Latino thing until I came to America. I was always just Puerto Rican. Like it was
but
just simple
Latinos,
Puerto Rican.
but it doesn't just encapsulate the Spanish language. Because remember, the Latin language was a language that I think died out. But in South America, you have countries like Portugal that don't speak Spanish, but it's encapsulated in the Latino America.
you mean
Well, you're
Brazil?
talking about Brazil. Yeah, Brazil.
Yeah, what did I say? I don't know what I said, but I
You
meant
said
You
no.
Brazil.
said
You said
Portugal.
you said Portugal. Yeah, but in
Okay,
Brazil,
they
but
speak
they don't
Portuguese.
consider themselves Latinos. If you talk to a Brazilian, they would not consider themselves Latinos. They're Brazilians, right? And in certain cases, if they're white, they consider themselves white. If they're black, they consider themselves black. You know,
Yeah.
I love Brazil, bro.
me
It's
too,
like
man.
it's like
Me
it's
too.
like us. It's like us, but like a little black spice on it. So the bitches have like bigger asses, and the music's like real.
Dude, man, I remember. So
Eu falo
I
português.
where I lived at, where I grew up at, in Queens, there was a little. They have this little Brazil. It's in Astoria, right? Astoria, Queens. And these fucking girls used to just walk outside, man, with that fucking, what do you call it? Bunda, bunda. She has a big bunda, big ass and
Yeah.
shit. They got the littlest waist, like just this. What the fuck?
No,
Yeah,
no, but
man.
you know, also like the music. listen to their music, and the bass beat is dun, 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 dun. You know, like it's like a little African. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like a little more fun. You
Well,
know?
yeah, because they I think they have the second highest population of Africans outside of Africa, obviously. I think
Yeah.
percentage wise. Percentage wise.
I heard
But
They
there's a
also
lot of
have,
AIDS over there.
they also
They
have
have
the
a lot of.
largest percentage of Japanese ever outside of Japan, like 2 million.
Got a
It's
lot of
so
AIDS
Germans too.
average. They have a lot of AIDS, HIV.
oh
yeah,
yeah.
because you know why? Because they like to do it in the fucking culo and fuck.
I'm dead.
that
Hey, there's a
reminds me of that fucking clip that BDA posted.
yeah. We have a
Do you like that one, Rick?
Brazilian.
Which one?
We have a,
The one that BDA posted, BDA clips of the homosexual guy or whatever he was calling about. One day recognize doesn't know what it's like.
Yeah, that guy
hey,
was weird, man. That guy was
we
a
have a
weirdo.
we have a Brazilian restaurant called Fogo de Chao.
Oh yeah. Churrascaria, huh?
Fire.
Hey, somebody
The
posted a
pre-
comment that they said that was me. That's me talking. And somebody said, "Oh yeah, I think the quality. Yeah, it's him. LOL. That ain't me."
you
Yeah,
know,
they had
but
these. But
Brazil, man, I like, like one of the reasons why I like going to Mexico. It's kind of like America, but like a little more dangerous, but like a little. It just makes it a little bit more fun, you know. Like
Depends where you
and
go.
Well,
yeah, like Brazil is like dangerous, right? It's like the highest murder rate, the favelas. To me, that just sounds more fun, dude. I don't know,
dude, you know
fuck.
what's weird,
well,
man? When New York was crazy, I actually liked it more. I know that
Yeah.
sounds weird, but I actually did enjoy it. Like just like dodging it, kind of just dodging. Just walking through 42nd Street and seeing all these weirdos and pimps from like
yeah,
different cities fighting with each other and arguing over what fucking property. You know, no, I'm from Brooklyn. Fuck you, no, I'm from Queens, bitch.
yeah,
That type. I kind of like that shit in a weird way.
yeah. I stuck around like for. I'm not lying to you when I say for the better part of around like 10 years. I stuck around the Coahuila and TJ. Well, I was born. I was in the United States, but I was raised in the bad area, with but I had a good family and I stayed in the house. But later, when I came back as an adult, I was kicking it. I was living there for many years, and in the hotel rooms with the prostitutes, and I'm not proud of it. And the drug dealers and the pushers, and then I went to jail. I went to the juvenile hall for 8 months in Tijuana. Then I went to the big prison for another 11 months, 10, 11 months.
I hear you,
Crazy
man.
life there.
I did two stints, man. I did an 18 months. Did that one, they took me upstate, and then I did 6 months. That's county, Rikers Island. So I know the feeling, man.
Like
Know the feeling.
which people used to be cool, bro? Like the Italians in America. Like they used to those people used to be cool, and now look at all the Italians now, and they become so whitewashed and Americanized.
That's true, man. It is, man. It's like, dude, you could walk through like a fucking like any little neighborhood in New York, maybe even Chicago, right? And you see like Italian culture, right? Like they were Italians. Yeah, they lived in America. They're like, I'm Italian, I'm Italian, I'm
Good
Italian, right?
about it.
Forget
Hey, what the
about
fuck
it.
you
I'm
talking about?
Italian.
That
Who the
told
fuck?
me.
Who the
Like
Oh,
fuck
Jimmy.
spit?
That's
Who
why
the
I like
fuck is
Jimmy
spit?
from BDA. Like he still has
He's
like the
from
old
he's from
school
Boston
Italian.
though. So
Is
he
he
is
really?
yeah.
Yeah,
He's from Boston. So they have a different accent.
yeah, they do, man. They really they car
Get in the car.
car.
The
Get in
car.
the
but
car.
but
No,
he comes from an area like Lowell where back in the day, because he's probably, I don't know, a little older than I am, but the experience and the way he talks, he was living in a moment. Like, when you see the movies
A
nowadays
lot of
about
fights.
that
A lot of
area.
fights when he grew up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's ingrained in the American culture, like of those that time, the era. He was part of that, I think. Just the way he speaks.
Like those Italians, they let their nuts hang, had personality, they had connections to their roots. I wouldn't even consider them white. To me, white people are people of European stock who are Anglo conforming. Means that you don't want to speak your language anymore. You don't want to do your customs anymore. You just want to be plain, boring white, conforming to the Anglo establishment. Like
But what about yeah?
That's a good way
the
of putting
first
it.
generation Italians, the first generation Germans that we had a lot of culture here in Texas.
See, that's why I
Over
like.
time,
That's
we
why I like
lose.
boxing,
Hey,
outlaw
what's wrong with the
boxing.
Island Boys?
Like Jet
Island boys.
is he'll tell you I'm a fucking proud Irishman. That's it.
Yeah,
Really give a
but
fuck.
even the Mexicans will do it. You have it to where there's been a Mexican in this country more than like the new ones coming. Guess what? They don't like you because they're afraid you're gonna take their job. So they're conforming because they're looking for that life. And when they see another Mexican, oh, they feel threatened. He's probably gonna take my job or whatnot.
I
Yeah,
respect.
yeah, Gonzalo. Like Mexicans, we're gonna be there. Well, I mean, I hate people are gonna hate me saying this, but Mexicans are gonna become white. They're gonna forget the language. They're gonna forget the culture.
That's already happening though. That's
It's
already
already
happening.
happened.
Yeah.
Whitewashed. Hey, I respect Mexicans who like, look at their Aztec roots and like, they stick to that and not try to be like, you know, whitewashed.
Yeah,
I can
but
respect.
Well,
They're not really Aztecs though, but I know what you
But
mean.
yeah, because
yeah,
I had some um I heard some guy
but it's
say
how
he
we
mentioned
communicate though. It's how we communicate. Like you can't
yeah.
look, you live in an English speaking country, even though you're like right next to it and they speak Spanish. But like when you go somewhere, you start to what's the fucking word am I looking for? Damn it. You start to
yeah.
assimilate to yeah, there's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that person. Man. Like, look, I tell people this all the time. When it comes to like talking to you guys and talking boxing, I'm not a fucking really a big nationalist, but when it comes to my house, I am. Like my shit is Puerto Rican down. You got to be my woman has to. She has to understand my culture the way and it's nothing better than a woman within the culture, right? So like that's different. My
Yeah.
kids, the whole nine. But when when they're outside, you understand where you're from, like or where you're at, at the moment. You
But
don't
recognize,
push your agenda on them. You are who you are.
hear me out. The reason why I say it's good to keep your roots and to not be a conformist to and assimilate fully to the American establishment is because
Hmm.
America, since inception, has had two core values: liberalism and capitalism. And now
That's
that
right.
we're in the late stages of liberalism and the late
Yep.
stages of capitalism, all of the
Good point.
core roots of America, the Christianity, the traditions,
Yep.
a lot of the stuff is fading, and everything's becoming a product. And now becoming an American is like, do you like Marvel? Do you like Star Wars? Do you like
Yeah.
TikTok?
What
Do you
is
like
America
Instagram?
now? Like that's the thing, right? That's a good point you bring up. When you say America, what? Give me its identification. What is it?
America, there was a time in America where they had a culture, they had a Gothic culture, they had like a farmer, settler culture, Quaker culture. It was settling in, but the
White.
capitalism and the liberalism destroyed almost all of it, and it's making it into a commercial product.
Yeah.
And that's what
It
I'm
is a
saying. Don't,
commercial product. It is a commercial
yeah,
product. Yeah.
don't assimilate to American culture because it will take everything from you and it'll sell it to you. It'll sell your culture as a product, packaged, nice, neat, fake. Like when you're an Italian or you're a Mexican, you have real roots, the language, the religion, practices, even the mannerisms, idiosyncrasies. America culture, America country, the country is dying. The people feel soulless. Living in this country, there's no like people like there's fucking meaningless. It's working your ass off to buy products.
My
It
opinion on
You
hurts.
that.
you know
Oh,
what's weird with me? You know, with me, it's kind of funny in the sense that my first language is Spanish. I was raised in Mexico, and sure, I also lived in the United States because I traveled. I was in the military. I feel proud to be an American, just as well as a Mexican, but I feel proud because I was in the military, and I met a lot of people from different walks of life, and we always liked each other. There was camaraderie. camaraderie there.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that I can always take with me, or I can go to a VA and hey, how's it going? And I'll identify with them. There's like a love there, like cool, real love. Not
Yeah, man.
everybody has that to grab onto, or to relate to. I mean, but yeah, that's why I have a little bit of what's it called, pride in the United
Like
States too. Because a lot of times they say,
Gonz-
"Oh, me, I am a Mexican," and all. I'm proud to be American too.
Gonzalo, you're a veteran, and it means you're a brave person who went and you went with the intentions of bettering yourself and serving your country, right? Because you believe in the country. But the system is no longer run by the people, and the system, all the wars that we've had are all commercial. They're all in the name of Honda, in the name of Sony, in the name of Ford. The wars that we had in the past, the Iraq War, going down the Korean War, all these wars, they weren't to
America's
help out
just a
us.
big corporation, man.
Yeah,
Just a
just
big
corporations.
fucking corporations. Yeah, like the
No,
presidency is the CEO of the. He's not even the real. He's not even the real guy that calls the shots. It's like
yeah.
there's nothing. There's nothing behind being the president of the United States.
Nope.
Yep.
Like read the book America, the Untold Story, and that guy just breaks down this side by side. Why did we go to every single war? What corporations were involved? Why did we do it?
Oh yeah.
Read Tragedy and Hope by Quigley. He breaks down even wars back
Heard
down
of
to
that
like the
book?
War of
Yeah.
1812, and everything. America as a whole has always
Before
been to enrich corporations.
before
Go ahead, Gonzalo.
Yeah, Gonzalo?
Jose, before we went to the war, what you're saying right now, they started getting a lot of money in the budget because they were giving us Gerbers, Lettermans, nice ass equipment, the plates, a lot of gear, boots. But I'm talking like in droves, like a lot of. And here's what that money's coming from somewhere, and the tanks, the production of the armor, everything that. Oh, I have never seen that until that happened, man. They ramped it up because people are making money off of that.
Yeah, it's all a business. And then look at our founding fathers. The more research you do on them, you realize that every single one of them are involved in either some sort of company, some sort of trading organization, some route, or or they were what's the name of those guys? Secret society.
They were
Fuck, I'm trying to
Freemasons. Most of them. Most of
Freemasons.
them were Freemasons. Yeah.
George Washington. Not only was he a Freemason, but he was he was part of a family of a large tobacco corporation.
Right.
Everything. This country was planned to be a behest of
America's the
corporations.
new world. When you
Yeah.
created America, it toppled the monarchs, right? It toppled the kings and queens, but in came the new world, and now the stage that we're in is the new world order, right? That's basically what's happening.
And when I say these things, when I say, oh, corporations are, oh, you're a communist, you're a socialist. All right, boomer, shut the fuck up. What I'm saying, I'm a pragmatist. I'm a pragmatist. I want pragmatic things, I want real things. I want genuine things. I don't want products and phony shit. And American culture is becoming a fucking phony product. Like
I
how like Levi, the guy who made Levi jeans, he probably was
Yeah,
really making jeans to help you become a farmer. And now they're just a soulless product that you wear that's trendy. That's everything.
I,
Christmas,
I like
everything.
Levi's. I even named Mateo. His middle name is Levi.
Oh, see, there you go. See, Mateo, Levi, Pacquiao,
Yeah, and in
Garcia.
the jail when I was there, you know how the Mexicans they do the braiding. I had a wallet made. It says Gonzalo Levi's. Yeah, I always rock Levi's, man. Yeah, sorry for
So
killing
in
him.
conclusion, it's good to keep your roots. I'm just saying, just keep them. Next
How the
time.
hell we go from that to that? We
Yeah.
went from
No, but you
No,
should.
and you know what? The
You
interesting one
should
more
keep
thing
yours.
about the Levi thing. Levi and Matthew are the same person in the Bible, but Levi became Matthew, if I'm not mistaken, which is Mateo.
I will say this. I think it's good that we don't have too much religion in our politics. That's a good thing, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, but
I,
hey,
They
Jose,
use
but
religion though.
the genes got created
Yeah.
for the coal miners because they
yep.
were a good product, right?
Yeah.
You gotta look up the meanings of religion, nations, what it really
It's
means. Like
to
you're basically
relegate, to
fucking
bring
like a
together.
Yeah.
well, yeah. That's more of the exoteric, but in the esoteric language, it's like just a goy. So
Well,
It's
I say we still have religion in politics. It's just it's the people in charge are evil religion, or satanic, and what they
yeah,
really are at the end of the day are transhumanists. They
hmm
want
well,
to
well,
be
well,
beyond
well,
human.
well,
and people think
well.
you
The
mean that literally,
Bible,
but they just against the human the human nature of life. They want to control that shit. That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
yeah, because in the Bible, when it talks about the governments, it refers to the governments as it refers to the government as the harlot, the whore, right?
Hmm
The great harlot. That's what they talk about in the Bible when it talks to when it refers to the governments. And the religion, the religion is another. You have the whore, which is the governments, and the religion also is also a big player, but they're not in the right either. The false religion, I forgot what they call it.
How many of you guys believe that as soon as humans figured out how to survive and like become, you know, create like a
Fire.
community, a town, how much of you, how many of you guys just think they had it? The answers to everything was just like basically right there, started right there. They basically figured this whole shit out a long, long, long time ago. How
Well,
humankind works and
well, if you watch the pyramids and Egypt and also the Hispanics, or I mean not the Hispanics, but the Mayans, the real like the natives, they astrologically and like mathematically wise, they understood concepts that maybe now people don't understand how they knew that back then. It's crazy.
yeah, yep.
Hey, you were something rare breed? I feel like you had like a big point or something.
Yeah, Red if you're still on.
He's speechless. His mind's blown.
Oh man.
Nah, but going back to what I was saying is that when I mean transhuman, right now we're living in the era, we're at the crux of the transhuman era. And one of the things that we're seeing how people are changing is through hyper stimulation, right? Human beings weren't supposed to be this stimulated, this much information, right? Having this much access to food, this much access to fucking orgasms, pornography, like everything. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
what's gonna happen
yeah.
to what's gonna happen when you wear a metaverse helmet and you can just have the most badass bitch right in your cock? Like, what's that gonna
That's
do?
coming.
What's that gonna do to your ego or to your self
Wasn't
worth?
there a? I thought I saw the video, Camacho, where this guy had, one of these masks over his face. It's like virtual reality, I guess. And the guy's like actually making the motion like he's banging a chick. Did you see that?
Dude, I'm just like, I need to stop watching this because I'm gonna put click now to buy. No, I'm kidding, but yeah, I think but not only that, but we're in.
Like, fuck, I'm buying that shit.
No, but not even that. Like you can just wear like a suit that like emulates feeling and touch and shit and
It's
pain,
crazy, man.
and then you just wear like, and that's gonna happen in my lifetime, by the way, like guaranteed. And what's that gonna happen to your brain, bro? Like I remember like even like back then, like 2008, like pornography was still a taboo. Now like every fucking 10-year-old, 11-year-old kid's like seen everything. Seeing like the gaping asshole of fucking any stripper in the world.
Well,
And they're
that's
always
why.
go ahead,
Jose,
Denzel.
Yeah,
that's why
look at yeah,
you gotta
Coco.
keep that, dude. There's people that are